Great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. My name is Ben Brust. Woohoo! Alongside Kyle Wallace in his shirt that looks like a chess or checkerboard.
I look handsome today. Told you I had to dress up today.
Yeah, you had casual Thursday, so you had to dress up for Friday.
Yeah, for a 1-hour meeting. Fantastic meeting, by the way. I can't wait to tell everybody about it.
Fantastic.
It was, but I had to dress. I was thinking while I was sitting there, I was like, boy, oh boy, I wish I brought a spare pair of clothes so I can change. And loosen up on a Friday, man. I feel too, professional today. I'm trying to turn up for the weekend.
I want you to stay professional. I'm just going to say that and leave that one right there after a couple Fridays ago. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Super Bowl 50 runner-up, second place Brad, and expecting father if you've missed the news. Make sure you send your congratulations. Nice. To Brad Nortman. You can do that on the Carvelous Talking text line where you can always get in at 800-990-3776. List is more. And as always, our beautiful faces are on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Good day, KBN Nation. Good day to all. Brad Nortman, I did mention you're an expecting father. And I know you're in a little bit of a pickle right now.
Yes.
Because in the announcement that you made to KBN Nation right here, that you and Lexi are expecting a child together. Now, you're still fostering 2 children because you're amazing. We all know that. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not, I know I could be a jerk, KBN Nation, but I genuinely mean Brad's the greatest person ever.
Cool.
Holy cow, I'm a tool. I'm a tool, but I like Brad's really, really nice and a good person.
Thank you.
Me not so much. Me not so much.
2 minutes and 35 seconds before Borat made an appearance.
You have a predicament. You don't know if you are going to open up the envelope at the kitchen counter that's just staring at you in the eyes every day that you eat your oatmeal that you prepared weeks in advance. Every day you sit down, you look at that card that has the gender of your baby inside it. Your wife, Lexi, and you, Brad Nortman, are the world's most... Give me an adjective for their planning style.
I'll go out there and say OCD.
Yeah,
I think I'll own that.
I mean, for sure. You guys you're already planning now for the second room and the second crib for the second baby, even though you are having a baby right now. That's how far they plan.
They got a lot of rooms to pick, though.
Yeah.
If I would have chosen anyone in the world that would find out the gender right away, it would have been both of you. You guys are lockstep. Lexi and Brad are attached by the hip. They're almost Siamese twins, except they're, of different relation and married.
Yes, as close as you can be to Siamese twins with being also different people. But you're exactly right, Ben. You know what this is like? This is like you spend all week on a game plan, right? And practice looks like it's going good and you're rolling, you're feeling good. You take the field on Sunday and you feel like we're all on the same page here. But somebody else is going by a completely different script. That's what I feel like Lexi's doing right now, where I'm like, you know what? We had a plan, baby.
Did y'all?
We had a plan, and now you are going rogue. The plan was, as Ben was so beautifully described, the Nortman household characterized by planning, preparation.
Way too much structure.
We get it structure.
I would last
Kyle
2
Wallace.
hours there before y'all would have a problem.
No,
I'm stressed just thinking about living there for a minute.
You would be so forced into structure that you would come to love it. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
But that sounds wrong.
Forced into structure.
That you would end up loving it. This sounds like a dictatorship.
It's like Stockholm syndrome, where you start to love the oppression that you might be under. Anyway, so when we decided that we were going to, not decided, but when God blessed us with being able to have a baby, it was pretty clear right from the get-go. We're going to go ahead and find out the gender. We talked about it. That was the game plan. There was going to be no ifs, ands, or buts about what the game plan was going to be. But then when we finally got onto the field, when we got the envelope in our hand, then all you got to do is open it up and
there
see
it
what's
is.
in there. You mean we'll see it, but Lexi's having a change of heart. She might want to wait till delivery date, and I want to know as soon as possible to begin all the preparations. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle, but here's what, Lexi, the kind wife she is, the compromising wife that she is, she's already tossed out scenarios.
Okay, so before we get to those scenarios, I'd like to put up a poll on Twitter at KBN ESPN Strophy. Is it better to find out the gender or to wait until birth if you've had the ability to have a child.
Yeah, moms and dads out there. I want to know, because maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe I
Well,
should
it's not even being in the wrong. I just am curious as to which way this will go, because I said that I was going to wait. And
did you want to wait, or did you?
We both decided to wait. And what we learned is all the people that we talked to that said that you were going to wait, nobody regretted waiting.
That's consistent with what I've heard.
Nobody has regretted waiting, because there's not many surprises in your life anymore other than something as big
People
as
regret finding
this.
out?
Probably not, but it's not going to be the same
So
type
how
of...
is that your argument? Nobody regretted waiting. Anybody regret finding out? I mean, probably not. I mean, but either way.
Maybe.
Either way.
No, but like the lead up of 9 months, it's like something you can build up together and be in secrecy together. And it brings
secrecy?
you...
What do you mean secrecy?
It brings you closer together.
Everybody, we didn't know who the baby was going to be.
From what I've heard, it compounds the birthing experience. That day becomes even more special because
I can see that.
It is such a reveal and such a moment that you'll never forget it. Now, you'll never forget either way. But
so what is this compromise that you and your wonderful wife, now pregnant wife, Lexi, came up with?
So the compromise was, she said, Brad, you can go ahead and open the envelope. You can go ahead and look. I thought this was a trap. Thought it was a trap.
Sounds like
But she had a follow-up. She said, you can look at it. Now record yourself looking at it so we can get your authentic reaction then. But then what you can do is you can conjure up a way to surprise me to tell me. And I'll leave it up to you on however you want to do that as a way to make it special, as a way to surprise her.
I don't like this. I don't like this. That's a lot of pressure on you, Bradley.
That sounds like a job. That sounds like a lot of construction of what am I going to do? What's the surprise going to be? Is it going to be a gift? When am I going to do it? And to hold on to that information in the meantime, that's too much power. Yeah. That's too much power.
Power. That's like a chore. That's all this work.
It is a chore.
It's directions. As soon as Lexi's wonderful, but as soon as somebody would have told me, I want you to record it. Okay, got it. I can record it. But then I want you to record it and then think of an idea how you can surprise. Okay, now you got me doing too much work.
You're out?
I'm out. Now you giving me tasks. I just want to record it and surprise you.
It is tasks, though.
There's all these different tasks.
Here's something I want you to think about, Brad.
Yeah. Tell me, Ben.
As Kevin chimes in and many others on the Carbless Talk and text line right now, is it better to find out the gender of your baby before their birth or after the birth or during the birth, I guess, right when they come out?
Yeah.
Kevin says, find out. Makes receiving gifts for the baby in showers much easier, and then people giving you gifts of gender-neutral stuff, it gets a little harder, and it becomes a neutral pain in the butt, essentially, is what Kevin in Illinois is getting at. What I really enjoyed about waiting is you get the essentials. You can, in the baby showers, get the things that you need that are essential to birth and setting up the room and all of those different things. And now, where he says you can get the closings, you don't have to worry about gender neutral. Guess what, Brad? When you have that baby, boy or girl, the people closest to you are going to be so damn excited that they are going to send you the stuff for the gender of the baby, because it's exactly what happened with us.
It's like another mini baby shower.
Correct.
Man is always scheming.
Always. No.
That is
That's what my therapist told me, and I was like, "Damn, you good."
Your therapist is a schemer. You can check on that. Teach you how to scheme in therapy. Supposed to be helping you with your life and your business.
She did. It was amazing. We got all the necessities, and then when baby girl came.
We're still freaking crazy, so it ain't help that.
But
just kidding. I'm just joking.
This is
Tyrone's voice.
It's an interesting and it's a brilliant move by the therapist, because look at me right now. I'm dealing with all sorts of anxiety.
Just say the Brust family. We don't have to give the therapist the full credit.
Yeah. That's pretty brilliant.
No,
brilliant.
No, I'm everybody to each their own. But Brad, I think you should. You got an opening now, right? Like, forget all that extra work. You have an opening now. She has basically told you through her words she's interested in doing it. She's not fully there yet, but she does have some interest in finding out early. But she wants you to put on this big spectacle, right? So maybe, Brad, and I hope she's not listening. Maybe you can just wait out a couple more weeks. Continue to have the same conversation.
She could definitely get there by herself.
Yeah, because you're saying
there's a lot of hormones going on in these 9 months. And there's going to be a lot of switching and swanging right now.
And when it's swaying in your direction, you better capitalize. And she says, honey, let's just do it. Let's do it.
So you're looking to find out the gender and avoid any sort of special surprise for the significant other.
Yeah, listen, the special surprise she got is me coming to her and saying, baby, let's have a baby. I'm the surprise, baby.
Kyle
I'm
Wallace.
the gift.
He's got so much to learn.
He does have so much to learn.
I'm the gift.
You're not the gift.
She's the gift, too.
Yeah.
The baby's the gift.
The baby.
That's what you should have started with. I mean, goodness gracious. You're always in backwards
surprise.
order. He goes, I'm the gift, she's the gift. Well, the baby's the gift.
Baby's a special gift. But
Yeah.
the thing is that you're moving in the right direction because we went from earlier this week just saying, hey, we're having a baby, and she flipped up on me and switched
We
up
are
on me
moving in the right
to
direction.
now all it took was a couple days for her to continue to move. And so I'm just saying, wait a couple weeks and just continue to drop those little nuggets in there, and then eventually she will come around and she won't make you do all that work because you ain't got time for all that.
And you know what? I'm going to take this a different direction here because there's something going on in your life in relation to one of our texters in the Carbless Talking text line, Greg in the 608. I didn't get the surprise. We adopted both of our kids from foster care.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's
you are
wonderful.
currently, at your household, you have 2 what?
2 foster kids.
And you know their gender.
I do know their gender. Correct.
So why don't you have a surprise if you already have some kids that you know what their gender are and you can already prepare for them? Like, you might as well mix it up.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Nah.
There's becoming so many different angles.
I know there's a lot of angles, a lot of things in play.
I mean, KBN Nation is coming, and KBN itself is coming up with pretty brilliant ideas. I don't know. I almost wonder,
Kyle
too.
ain't saying nothing worth of value.
No, I did.
Yeah,
I
except that he's the president.
Yeah.
He's
No,
He's the prize.
I told you that it looks like she's coming around. So just
You
give
know
it
what?
a couple
I
more
almost
weeks.
wonder, a little reverse psychology. I wonder if I go home and say to Lexi, you know what?
Don't do that.
I want to wait.
That's stupid.
I want to wait. I wonder if that will then flip her all the other way and say, wait a minute, now that's becoming real.
No.
And then she will then go the other side.
But
Little
now,
reverse psychology,
Brad,
Kyle.
you better be prepared for her to say, good, we're locked in. Because now when you...
How are we on X-Files music on this conversation?
Stop me if I'm getting offensive.
No.
Stop me. Wait a minute. Let me finish.
I'm stopping. You're already offensive, so I'm stopping you.
This is
the waters.
I don't know Lexi that well, so I don't know if this is Lexi. And I'm not. This is not a reflection of baby girl. This is a reflection of past experiences. Women. And that I feel sometimes is that they have the ability to go back and forth with a decision, right? Or what they want, what they don't want. They don't know what they want to eat.
I'm scared.
But we can't have that same back and forth. If we say we're going to do something, they're going to hold us to that. They're going to hold us accountable. They're better at holding people accountable than we are. And so if you say you don't want to open it up,
he's got memories like an elephant.
Yeah. So if you say you don't want to open it, and then all of a sudden 2 weeks from now you're like, dang it, I really do want to open it. She said, no, Bradley, we talked about this. It's over. We're gonna wait. You said, Brad,
There is
said
a risk.
this.
It's very high risk.
It's not
high
worth the
risk,
reward.
high reward. High risk, high reward.
Diana from Mugwanago on the Carbless Talking text
Dirty
line,
D.
800-990-3776. Your input on Bradley's predicament.
I have 2 children, so I know, and I found out the sex of both of them. The nice thing, Brad, about that is you can actually go and buy pink or blue or things that you actually want for that sex. But I guess I would wait for a couple more weeks and just see if she comes around to it. But I found out both of mine, and it was so much more better to be able to buy cute little dresses in pink and or cute little things in boys and blue. It's a lot easier, too. Then you don't get all this ugly yellow and...
Thank you, Diana. I will say...
Good perspective,
That's coming from a woman's perspective.
That's
She gave birth.
But like I said, you're going to get all the cute stuff in excess after all the people you love find out because you're going to get the essentials, and you're an essentials guy. You like having the things that you need. Very practical, all the essentials, and then the clothes you can always... And
they run through.
They run through them so quick. So you want to get the stuff that's going to last longer and mean longer for the lifespan of a baby that could also be used for other babies. And might I add here, Brad, you need this.
I need what?
You need a little change up in your life. Everything in your life has been so planned.
This might be the best argument he's made. Is about a nice little
I don't
switch
know.
up.
Even as you say that, my hands get sweaty.
That is exactly why you need to do this.
My heart rate goes up. The actual thought of waiting another, give or take, 5 or 6 months, I'm sweat. My pulse is increasing.
Well, I want you to pass out in the delivery room.
Has there ever been a gender reveal party live on the radio?
Oh, wow.
Are you saying you're willing to bring in the first lady of the Nortman estate?
I can't do it without the first lady.
So bring the first lady in, and I have one of 2 ideas. Number one, we could just simply do this. Just get Ben the envelope.
Oh, wow.
I can't have Ben being the first eyes to see.
Why not?
Or secondarily, we'll get you a football. And David Aaron texted in this idea as well. give you a football. We'll fill it with either pink or blue powder.
And punt it.
And then you punt it.
We have an explosion of blue or pink to reflect.
Or I can just open the card.
My question to Ben would be, you open the card. What are you going to do then?
Straight face.
He's going to say, just like me, you're having a girl. He's going to make it about him.
He 100% would make it about him.
We can have play dates. Think about all the hand-me-downs I can give you.
Oh, that would be nice. Actually.
Are you a fan of hand-me-downs?
Love hand-me-downs.
Even from other people's children that done pooped and peed?
If you trust the people.
Yeah. I'm not just going to go get it from
Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy of 94.5 ESPN's morning show has definitely gifted us some stuff that we've been able to use.
That's cool.
In our experience with babies, they're going to poop and pee and slobber all over it anyway.
And it goes to the wash. Like, Kyle, you're the worst for this conversation. Get out of here. So, Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman. We'll get to the record here. KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Better to wait for after the birth or find out the gender before a birth, as Brad is in the predicament of wanting to find out, and he thought he was in lockstep with his fiance, or excuse me, I have a fiance. That was a Freudian slip. Cool. His wife, Lexi, they were in lockstep. She doesn't want to find out anymore. Is she going to come around?
Sorry, just real quick. Freudian slip. Go ahead, Brad.
One of my things I use.
Freudian slip. So, final decision across the KBN panel. Wait or find out early? Ben.
I'm team wait. I really think the excess of clothing is so much better than just getting the clothing. You get the essentials.
That is brilliant.
And that's you're practical, and I think you like that side of things.
Guy. Kyle?
I think you have an opportunity for you and Lexi to take a moment to open it up. Let me finish. To open it up and have that memory of always opening it up, not having doctors around or people around in a month. Like, I know it'd be cool to find it out that way, but being true to who the Nortmans are, right? The Nortmans like the plan, and I know you two will come up with a wonderful, monumentous moment. I think you say it.
Something like that.
Where you actually open it up. So I think this is...
He crushed it over there. Look at this guy.
All right, the tiebreaker, Alex Strofe.
He's on the phone line.
We will have to wait for the other side.
We will get to the tiebreaker. Plus, one thing I want to do that we did with Jordan Love is we asked Rob Domofsky, Jason Wilde, Mark Tauscher, Brian Balaga, ourselves, KBN Nation. We're going to play the Yodely game. And the Yodely game stems from The Price is Right. Yodely-o-dee-o-dee-o-dee-o-dee-o. Yo-dee-o-dee-o. I feel like I'm doing a really good job there.
Pretty good.
I really like doing it because he kept going.
Well, yeah, I was like, damn, I'm actually kind of good at this. Now, we're going to say when we're going to stop at the Devonte Adams price in free agency.
Ooh, Tay Adams.
We'll wrap up the Brad Nortman predicament and get to the Devonte Adams. How much is too much per year for Devonte Adams in free agency? This is Kyle Brust Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Pull my baby out the goal. Y'all, get him out. Ain't no way in the world my baby gonna get hit that many times with a puck.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. Will Myles Garrett be in Green Bay next season?
You add a Myles Garrett without giving up a ton, all of a sudden now you start looking, well, then they got Edgerrin Cooper at the next level. Oh, and then they got Xavier McKinney at the next level. Oh. The Packers have an opportunity here to make the big splash, and I think they should go and do it.
Stay up to date on all your Packers off-season news with Wilde and Tausch. Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
Don't miss the Milwaukee Bucks at Fiserv Forum on March 8th as the team celebrates International Women's Day with a women's empowerment game presented by BMO. Hear how sport has empowered and influenced women and celebrate what that means to our community. Cheer for some incredible Bucks basketball and support women's empowerment on March 8th. For more details and to purchase tickets, visit bucks.com/impact. That's bucks.com/impact.
Strong mind, strong body, and strong communities. That is what you need to know about the Princeton Club, and that is what you can achieve at the Princeton Club of New Berlin. When you walk in there, you will feel completely motivated to better yourself just like everyone else is doing. I've done personal training. They have saunas. They have workout classes. They have basketball courts. They have indoor-outdoor swimming pools. It all starts with a tour. Check it out. You're going to fall in love. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7. Check out the Princeton Club of New Berlin. Get your tour and take that small step to a bigger journey for a better tomorrow. That's at theprincetonclub.net.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, To most people, it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow in Maine.
Discount Liquor.
Think ski season is over? Well, think again. Granite Peak's bringing you Wisconsin's longest ski season, going strong through April 6th. We're talking spring skiing at Wisconsin's largest resort with live music, fireworks, and endless snow across our incredible terrain. Make it a getaway in nearby Wausau, where comfortable lodging and family activities await. Why travel far when the best spring skiing is right here? Book your ski and stay packages today. Visit skigranitepeak.com for lift tickets and lodging packages. Granite Peak, where winter lasts longer.
Look what I found.
What is it?
It's a list of the traditional and modern anniversary gifts for each year of marriage.
Sarah and I use a different list. But go ahead and tell us about yours.
The traditional gift for your first anniversary is paper, but the modern gift is a clock.
Well, our list says the first anniversary is always diamond jewelry.
What's your list called?
The People's Choice.
The traditional gift for your 6th anniversary is iron, but the modern gift is wood.
What a coincidence. For the 6th anniversary, our list says diamonds again. What do you have for the 10th anniversary, Rick?
Traditional is aluminum, modern is diamond jewelry.
Well, there you go. Our lists agree. What have you got for the 7th anniversary?
Copper and a desk set.
Nope. Diamonds again.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of the People's Choice list.
It's good to have you on board.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
Did you make up that People's Choice list, or is it real?
Well, we're people, aren't we?
Find the Kesslers nearest you at KesslersDiamonds.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Brad Nortman is in a predicament. Is he going to find out the sex of the baby beforehand or wait till birth? Lots of KBN Nation chiming in on the Carbless Talk and Text line, 800-990-3776. Less is more. Quick, let's go to Hugh in Waukesha because there's a lot of exclamation points on Alex Strouf's call screen here. So, Hugh, what do you got?
I have the definitive answer.
Ooh, I'm listening here.
During the entire pregnancy, it's all about your wife. You go to the store, you buy the ice cream and the pickles, you rub her feet, you take good care of her. All during the whole pregnancy, it's all about her.
If I had the Alex Strouf hotkey of ding, 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 right now, ding, 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 Hugh.
If you don't know the sex, you are the first one to find out.
You are, Brad.
It's the one benefit of being the dad.
You are.
Wow.
I knew before Elizabeth. Elizabeth.
But didn't the doctor know too?
That's not the point, Kyle. You're not ready. You know what? You're not ready.
Don't listen to Hugh. Don't listen to Hugh. He makes some good points.
Hugh is making 2 brilliant points. Mm-hmm. Not only is he I would imagine a happily married man, because only a happily married man would have that perspective to put, wife first.
Or baby.
Hugh, come back on the line. Are you a happily married man? Let's just get this off our chest.
Yeah, 42 years.
Oh, all right. He ain't just a baby daddy. He's that baby's daddy.
Cool.
You just keep on being you over there. You just keep living in that crazy world.
I never thought of the fact that I could indeed be the first person to know either way. And confirm that by actually being the one that's being like quarterback.
And she said, you have to find a way to surprise me. And the way to surprise her is be the first one to find out. If you waited that long.
What if she gave me that thing? I never looked at it. And Lexi's waiting all pregnancy for the surprise, and she doesn't get it until delivery.
She'll be mad. She'll figure it out.
It'll help get the baby out quicker.
That's true.
I got to find out.
They're trying to turn you and Lexi against each other. They're trying to say, no, you could be, guess what? You could be the first one to find out the sex of the baby. That would be great. You have that. No, don't do that. They are a unit. They are a team.
A lot of wait, a lot of find out. We'll continue this conversation. What I do want to do is move forward here as legal tampering begins Monday at noon for free agency in the NFL. As we've discussed many, many times, there is one name that has played for the green and gold that is on the market, being cut by the Jets, and there is an opportunity for the Packers to land him without having to send capital via trade to bring Devonte Adams back to the Green Bay Packers. At this point now, I would love to bring back the Yodely game. But the way the Yodely game is going to work is I will lead. Stroph's going to play the music, but I will lead us for. I want you to play Stroph. We're going to start with Brad, then Stroph, then Kyle. We're going to start at $17 million. And this is what we think he's going to make on an annual basis, because it will likely be, in my opinion, a 2-year contract, maybe something on the back end in terms of more guaranteed up front, and then they have some flexibility on the back end, because that's what the Packers have been doing. You tell me when it's too much, or where you want it to stop, where you think the right price is for Devonte Adams. Without further ado, yo.
You are pretty good at that.
Devonte Adams to the Green Bay Packers. Legal tampering starting Monday. Brian Gutekunst and Devonte Adams. Do you come to agreement and you're happy with it as a Packer fan at $17 million? Anyone? $17 million, Brad. 17.5. Actually, if anyone, you can jump in at any time, actually, if you want to stop it. $18 million per year. Going once, going twice. Sold pretty quick to not $18 million. $18.5 million. Can I get a $19 million annually for Devonte Adams on the Green Bay Packer? How about a 19.5? Somebody want to keep it under 20, under 20, under 20, under 20 million, under 20 million a year, 19.5, going once, going twice, gone. We're up to $20 million per year annually for Devonte Adams. Ooh, is Goody going to open the pockets? He's going to open the pockets. Pockets open, pockets open. These the bank open in 1265, $20.5 million per year annually. No movement from the crowd. $21 million annually for Devonte Adams to the Green Bay Packers. Quiet group, $21.5 million.
Damn, man, you got to keep going. You got to pay that man.
$22 million a year annually for Devonte Adams. Wow. Adam Schefter earlier a month ago said it's going to be around 20. These guys want to pay the man.
Adam don't know what he's talking about.
$22.5 million.
Right there. That's it. Right there.
Alex Strofe stops at $22.5 million annually for Devonte Adams. $23 million.
Yep. We all
there it is. Alex Strofe is the price is right at $22.5 million for Devonte Adams annually as a Green Bay Packer in free agency. Brad Nortman and Kyle Wallace at $23 million. How much is too much for Devonte Adams? 800-990-3776.
Two quick things. Number one, we view it similarly, right? If it's a 2-year deal, you guys say 46, I say 45 million in total. So that's good to see. We're all in lockstep there. The other thing that should be noted about Devonte Adams and some of these other guys that have been released this week is they are free to negotiate at any point. Devonte Adams can sign with the Packers in 1 minute. He does not have to wait till Monday due to being released. So just want to throw that out there that Devonte Adams can be on the table at any point already.
Yeah, and when I see the $23 million, here's my thought process. One, I would say 2 years, guarantee the whole thing. 2 years, there's no chance he drops off. He's still a top 10 wide receiver in the NFL. At $23 million a year, how about this? He would be the 17th highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. That's his number, 17. And he'd be playing at least 1 year above his value. He is better than, he is for sure in the top 15 of wide receivers, at least next year. So you get 1 year of great value, but you guarantee both years of it. $23 million, man, that's win-win for both sides of the equation.
Do you have the list in front of you?
Yes.
What's the area of 10th highest paid? Just out of curiosity.
10th highest paid, well, right now they have T. Higgins for franchise tag at 26.1. But above him, Cooper Kupp at 9 at 26.7. Below him, 11, Devontae Smith at 25. So $25 million is basically
because if they go up to
starts at top 10.
If they go up to $24 million, I'm not going to kill him for it. Right?
Yeah, but if he goes, let's be honest here. We all want to play magical GM hat right now. At the end of the day, if we woke up on Monday and saw Devonte Adams was going to be a Green Bay Packer for 2 years, $25 million, $30 million guaranteed, I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, no, the Packer, I hate this. I hate this. Sure, there's a certain amount of people. You're never going to make 100% of people happy. But the excitement as a Green Bay Packer fan would ratchet up. I don't care what anyone is thinking right now at Friday at 2:30.
I think the Green Bay Packers, when you look at this, I understand each year is different, right? When they offered Devonte Adams, I believe it ended up at around $28 million. They were getting a quality player. I still think the quality of player that he was when the Packers offered him that $28 million per year, I still think he's very close to that. I don't think he's had to drop off much at all. He hasn't played as many games, and some of that might be because of the fact he was playing on a bad football team and maybe wasn't willing to go risk his
I was going to say, he probably could have come back to a couple of those games.
He didn't miss a game with the Jets, but he was
and I'm going back to Vegas where he did get pummeled because the quarterbacks were putting him in harm's way. So, he did play through a lot of those injuries. He probably would have played through more if he didn't think there was a higher chance of being re-injured due to quarterback play.
Exactly. And so when I look at this, I don't think 25, I might yodel all the way up to $25 million because we're talking about ideally 22.5.
Yodel.
That is where we think we want the deal to be. But you're absolutely right, Ben.
That's crack-a-lack-a-lack.
It is crack-a-lack-a-lack. He gets $25 million a year. I'm not going to bat an eye. You know why? Because that means the Green Bay Packers invested in the receiver position, and they got somebody in here who can deliver on day one. So if they pay him $25 million a year, thank you. I appreciate that. And let's get to work. Let's get to business. That's why the Packers should not be afraid of paying a guy who they know is that talented and could be a Hall of Famer.
And that's why this feels risk-free for Goody, right? You don't have to give up any capital, and he already is endeared and loved by the Green Bay Packer faithful. No one's going to be concerned or angry over the fact of paying Devonte Adams maybe even slightly more than what the market would give him. It's risk-free. You get your wide receiver one. All is well.
And the thing is, I feel like as Packers fans, and at least for me, is when I look at DK or I look at Devonte Adams, I'm not worried about overpaying for Devonte. I am concerned for some reason.
About a 4-year contract for all this money. There's just a lot of risk involved.
There is a lot of risk involved, so I'm not really as concerned. Like, DK will be a great addition, but there is more risk that I'm more concerned about how that will play out versus, as Brad said, we haven't seen it happen, and we don't know what could happen to Devonte Adams when he steps on the football field and something happens, right? Hopefully nothing like that happens, but we feel confident enough in going with the thing that we know. And we know Devonte is a baller, and we know what he can do. And I think that's why so many of us feel so confident in this. And money ain't a thing, baby. Go ahead, pay him. Pay him what we need to because he's going to get you closer to hoisting that Lombardi.
It's the first time in Kyle's life he said money ain't a thing.
How about that?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Have y'all never heard that
love
song?
my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
I love that will live forever on this show. That's not going anywhere, Strofe, ever.
So, wait,
ever.
Have you? That's fine. Y'all never heard Money Ain't a Thing? That song?
No.
Oh, my gosh.
We'll bump back with it because the whites on the show have no idea what's going on.
Debris.
More next.
Oh, my.
Who?
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
800-990-3776. Say that again. What a radio pro.
He's so...
Say that again. Nobody said a word. Ben Brust, say that. Can we make a rule for Kyle Brust and Nortman?
You're a good producer.
No Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike and no Greg Scalzo, my former co-host.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
You can accomplish quite a lot in 6 years. You go from changing diapers to dropping your child off at school. You can get a bachelor's and a master's degree. And you can take up to 6 years to pay off your brand new Pella windows and doors at 0% interest. You get so much more than stunning windows and doors. It's the Pella experience. Talk about quality control. Pella manufactures, sells, installs, and services every product. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 3/8/25.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a 2-man scramble at TPC Sawgrass, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through March 31st. Your winter chance to play TPC Sawgrass awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Drum roll, please.
Carbliss is here with refreshing new flavors. Introducing their Tropical Bliss Variety Pack. Let the summertime flavors of blood orange, watermelon, raspberry, and grapefruit whisk you away from the winter blues. New flavors, same great Carbliss perks. Every handcrafted cocktail still has 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and just 100 calories. Find the Tropical Bliss Variety Pack in store wherever Carbliss is sold and enjoy your winter passport to paradise. Grab a pack today and discover why Bliss is more with Carbliss.
We're definitely going to be late to the concert. I feel like we should be there by now.
I'm just taking a little detour. I gotta fill up my gas tank, and I know this place a couple towns over where the gas is cheaper.
Are you serious? We're going to be late for the concert because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside.
What's Upside?
Upside is the free cashback app that gets you real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, I can get cash back just for buying the gas I need anyway?
Yes, I use it all the time, and I've made around $200. Now pull over so you can download the Upside app before we miss the concert.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PHIL25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank, PayPal, or as a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PHIL25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus. That's code PHIL25.
Looking for a totally rad flavor adventure, brochachos? Look no further than Surfer Boy Pizza as seen in Stranger Things. Each mouth-watering variety contains rich tomato sauce, delicious mozzarella cheese, and a gnarly range of toppings. The crust is crispy on the outside and airy on the inside. You'll think it was hand-tossed by the Surfer Boy Pizza dudes themselves. Look for it in the freezer aisle at your local store and buckle up your taste buds with Surfer Boy Pizza.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Ashton Rotman with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Kenosha St. Joseph senior Koji Campbell, a star wrestler for Kenosha St. Joseph. The WIAA state tournament over this past weekend was a record-breaking experience for Campbell as he won his 4th consecutive state title in wrestling. With his Division III 126-pound title match win, Campbell became the 30th boys wrestler in WIAA history to complete the four-peat. In fact, to go along with his state title four-peat, Campbell has lost just one match his entire high school wrestling career. As for the future for Koji, he hasn't decided quite yet where he's going to go, but he will be wrestling in college next season. Congratulations to this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Kenosha St. Joseph Catholics, Koji Campbell.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
If it don't gleam in the hell with the price, but the money ain't a thing.
Put it down hard for my dogs that's locked in the thing. When you hit the bricks, new whip, money ain't a thing. Y'all wanna floss with us? Cause all across the board.
Yeah.
Never heard this, Jay-Z?
No.
Never heard it, but okay.
Nope.
Have you heard this? See, the money ain't a thing.
I'm bobbing my head.
Money ain't a thing.
I don't know that I've listened to it.
Brad, let's do this. Money ain't a thing.
Money ain't a thing.
That's
So what
right,
did- so
Brad.
Money ain't a thing.
That's right.
America
Stroke.
is interesting. This is literally Jay-Z, who is known as one of the greatest rappers of all time, and this is when he was in his prime, and y'all never heard this. Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
never heard of it. Jay-Z's one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Who will be the greatest rapper of all time to you?
I don't know. I have no credibility in this field. So.
Kyle Wallace or Dylan.
Hey, Mr. Irrelevant, it's time to become relevant. Stroph's time to shine on KBN starts now.
Fellas, I think I might have a problem.
We know.
Okay.
Yeah,
We know. We saw you run last week.
Yeah, well, yeah, different problem. I'm addicted to college basketball.
Oh.
It's actually problematic. Guess what didn't happen yesterday? You know what day it was yesterday?
Oh, Thursday. Yeah, the date Thursday. Date night Thursday, you claim that.
I skipped date night Thursday to watch the Milwaukee Panthers lose to the Oakland, what are they? Golden
Oakland
Grizzlies?
University Golden Grizzlies.
Wow. How did girlfriend take that?
I can confirm, by the way, that Alex takes it a little too serious. I am financially invested in the like betting thing I do for college basketball in January. Like we ended up with UW Milwaukee, and I needed them to make the tournament to make money. And he's texting like me during the game as if he's me needing them to win to make money.
I'm texting him, telling hey, why can't they beat this zone defense? There's no ball movement. They're not establishing a good offense.
Well, now that I look back, I'm a fraud because I'm right there with you.
You were just
why did they double dot to that late in the clock to give up an open three? Don't care about the numbers. They just can't give up. Look, he was pushed off the block. You don't double there late in the clock.
So now that Milwaukee and Green Bay are eliminated, I'm really done watching the Horizon League. So I'm trying to figure out like what other small conferences I can watch. I may have thrown a little dough on Belmont to beat Illinois State, which just tipped off in the Missouri Valley Arch Madness quarterfinal. I have it on the TV back here in my control room, so I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted.
You need approval to be watching a game while producing a show.
Yes, the Wild Wild. I guess no.
Us, the content director, you don't get like this free reign flexibility to be like, you know what, today on Friday I'm not going to produce a show. I'm going to bet on Arch Madness.
Yeah, but I'm supporting. Actually, I'm going against former Badger Jordan Davis. I was going to say I'm supporting a local guy.
He stinks.
He starts.
Oh, he's averaging like 3 points a game.
That's why I bet against him, Benny.
He might help you.
Yeah, smart money
for the cause.
So, Brad, are you in? Have you watched any college basketball recently?
Ooh,
that means no.
It's been on in the background. I watched the Wisconsin Badger Michigan State game for like a half. I watched the first half of the Wisconsin Oregon game. Not much. I will say this marks the moment where I'm like, oh, I'm a college basketball fan now.
Yep.
And I'm okay to hop on that bandwagon. I always love Wisconsin, but like in general, college basketball, I love the conference tournaments. I love March Madness. I raise my hand to being a college football or college basketball.
And as a college basketball fan, I'm not going to ever like yell at anyone who does that, right? Yeah. Like there's a lot to watch. There's a lot going on. You have to have that passion to want to watch it as much as I do and Strofe does. And if you join when everyone else joins, come along for the ride.
And I'm on the board now. I'm on board.
I used to really, really like college basketball. I still do, and I got that rush this weekend when I was at Pato.
That rush.
But if I got to choose...
How about that rush sitting courtside for the Milwaukee Panthers?
It was so great. It was just good yesterday. The vibe.
It was just good to see, some competitive action up close.
No, I love that. I really do. There's a lot of energy. Students always make it more fun. College is the place to be. The atmosphere is great. But, 90 Day Fiancé or watching, Illinois State versus Belmont. I'm choosing 90 Day Fiancé.
Illinois State, Belmont.
Depends if I have scratch on it or not, to be honest.
Yeah. Like Belmont's crushing them early, by the way.
I was going to say I didn't like that bet.
Good play here. No, that's good. I
faded Illinois State. Oh, you faded Jordan Davis. Yeah.
I faded Jordan Davis, yes. St. John's, number 6 in the country, visits number 20 Marquette tomorrow. Benny, explain to me why Marquette is favored by 1.5.
Oh, wow.
Good question.
This is exactly what I do on Best Bets. Even though Marquette is 20th, they're closer to being unranked than ranked.
But they're not playing well.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So, first off, if you want to look to the last time they matched up, they didn't play well. They didn't shoot well. They gave up 1 million offensive rebounds, just like they did against UConn, and they were still in the game. Against UConn, they gave 1 million offensive rebounds. They were still in the game. They are capable of beating good teams, and although they've played poorly in a stretch, they're a capable team of beating a quality team at home. Now, doing it consistently against a team in the tournament game after game after game, this is a one-game thing. This isn't the Big East tournament. This isn't the NCAA tournament. This is senior day at Fiserv Forum, Cam Jones, all those guys, it's for all the marbles for them. So this is a good spot where I will be betting Marquette to win that game.
I actually do think Marquette's due. They
you can't just people get that palm prisoner of the moment. They just think, they're playing bad. They're playing bad.
It's been a long moment.
They haven't beat a good team in a while. I get it.
Maybe since January.
But there's a reason why it's 1.5, because Vegas is telling you they have the capabilities to beat St. John's. And when people look at that line, they're going to do exactly what you just did. How are they favored? And that is when you always take the team where everyone's like, oh, St. John's plus 1.5. They've been playing great.
And St. John's
it's college basketball. Up, right? Everyone beats each other.
It all up already.
Yeah.
If St. John's
wins, to play for.
Mm-hmm. If St. John's wins this game, they're probably going to the Sweet 16.
I've noticed something.
Balling.
I've noticed something as of the last few years, and maybe it's because I'm growing up. But I feel like we talk less and less about it as I've gotten older, and maybe that's just the times. Did any of us know that Sunday is Daylight Savings Day?
Mm-hmm. I just found out. And
this is me finding out.
Oh, this makes my decision even better to get a babysitter.
You have a babysitter?
No, worse. You lose an hour.
No,
you spring forward, though, but it's still great.
Did I not tell you guys got a sitter on Sunday?
For what?
So, no, this one I actually think you'll approve.
Bro, like every time you have a baby by yourself, you get a sitter.
Time out. Look, I was talking to my dad friends because Kyle's not a dad. My fiance left on Thursday for a bachelorette party. So Thursday, Friday, all day Saturday. And then I wanted to go do something. Like, I'm going to go play pickleball in the morning. So one of our sitters, who also, like, takes care of the baby and dogs when we go out of town, is going to come at 8 o'clock till noon. And then I can go get a sweat in, get out of the house, then come back and take care of baby again.
So wait, what you're telling me is because I'm not a dad, I don't understand why you have to get a sweat in for this Sunday instead of just being
It's not a sweat, it's just a little bit of freedom.
You don't get... Dude, when you decided to have a kid, you lost all freedom.
Not all freedom.
No.
I can pay for a babysitter to... The two guys that don't have a kid, he's ding-dinging and he thinks he knows what's going on. I can't wait.
You gotta like let out the steam a little bit.
When he has a kid and his then wife goes out of town for 4 days, he's going to have 3 sitters.
I can't wait till that moment on KBN.
We all going to go to grandma's house.
See, that's a sitter.
That's a sitter.
We all
it's just free sitters.
I said we all going to grandma's house.
He's getting a sitter for himself, too.
I don't have, yes, exactly. I don't have family, or she doesn't have family in town. We don't have the call, hey, can you come swing by for a second so I can go to the grocery store by myself and not have to pack the stroller.
So if she was in
it's
town,
a convenience
If she was in town, you're saying she would just be watching the kid.
Yeah, and I'd go play.
So you saying that baby girl isn't enough for you to be able to adjust and not want to go play out and play pickleball, but you want to play with her?
I'm going to be with her the rest of my life until she turns 18 and then breaks my heart.
Ooh.
Cancel it.
I don't care.
Cancel it.
I don't care what you have to say.
She wants Papa there 8 to noon, not whoever.
She probably does.
I hope she said, Dad.
You should move your sitter to tomorrow so you come play pickleball with me.
I'm definitely not doing that.
I think you're in the right, Ben. Give yourself, you got to diffuse a little bit of steam.
I'm not like going out of town.
Yeah.
Like, I'm literally leaving for 4 hours to go play pickleball and come back and feed her lunch and put her to sleep.
There could be a whole lot of
reasons. And then put her to sleep. Me. That's all I hear about is me. It's about me.
There is. Yeah, you have to find spots for your own, like, sanity.
Yeah, when your wife is in town.
She's not, so I need a little bit of...
So wait, 4 days with your daughter make you lose your sanity? Is that what you're saying?
It's not sanity. It's just...
You said it. You
sanity.
said it.
He said it.
I got lost in the sauce. I did say sanity, but it's not what I meant.
These two non-parents, Ben.
It's so funny.
Oh, you lose your sanity?
You need...
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, he does say that a lot. I was thinking that.
That's our new sounder for when Ben says something. Thank you.
I like that.
All right. This is getting a little too hyperbolic for me.
Oh.
Surprise!
I'm disappointed in you, Brad. Did you go and beg for some babysitters last week when Lexi was out of town?
Well, we had...
The parents came.
Literally had every round of parents come. They came and I was like, I need some help.
So just stop judging until you go to...
Dude, kids are hard.
Oh, my gosh. Silver Spoon Gang showing their true blood. Mom and Dad, I don't know how you guys did it.
You're going to sound the exact same way, and I can't wait for you to eat this crow. It's going to be so good. It's going to be...
My kid's going to be right here sitting on during the show. Shut up. I'm trying to talk.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Kyle, I think you're doing a good job getting it all off your chest.
I love Matt LaFleur.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to the Weekly Wager with Greg Matzik, Ben Brust, and Jen Latta.
If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Panic strikes as you realize on Wednesday that Thursday is your anniversary. The reservations being secured.
We'll see you at 8.
The gift being purchased. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with early pay up to 2 days early on direct deposits. So even though they call you Last Minute Lisa, we'll make your last minute scrambling a bit easier. You've got this with early pay from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Your old or broken phone can let you down when you need it most.
Perfect.
But at Verizon, trade in any old phone from our top brands and get the most for it, up to $2,000 in value, for an amazing new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and a new line on My Plan, and iPad and Apple Watch Series 10. That's like a 3-for-1. And you can get it on any plan. At Verizon, trade in your old phone for a brand new iPhone 16 Pro, iPad, and Apple Watch. The other guys won't give you that. Visit Verizon.com today. Additional terms apply. Service plan required for Apple Watch and iPad. Up to $2,000 value based on iPhone, iPad, and Apple Watch.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Insulate your home and save big money at Menards. Owens Corning Pink Foamular insulation panels provide a continuous layer of insulation with superior moisture resistance and are available in many sizes to complete your project. Plus, save up to 30% with federal income tax credits on qualifying energy efficiency home improvements. Visit menards.com/energy rebates for details. Check out our weekly flyer on menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at Right Choice Tax Resolution. We have talked with a number of new clients who told us the same story. They had a tax situation and went with one of those national firms with the TV and radio ads. You know the ones. They guarantee they can settle your tax owed for pennies on the dollar. They take a $10,000 fee up front, and then you never hear from them again. We are a local firm and just want to help you resolve your situation so you can get on with your life. Don't let your bank account get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security get garnished, or a lien put on your house so that you can't sell it or get refinanced. The state can even put a hold on your occupational license. Make the right choice and call 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us today. Schedule a free meeting so we can talk and come up with a solution to solve your situation now. It will not go away if you bury your head in the sand. The first meeting is free. Call now, 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us.
Guys, let's talk about something important. That's you. Hey, it's Brad Nortman. Taking care of your health and appearance isn't just about looking good. It's about feeling strong, confident, and ready to take on the world. At Quintessa Aesthetic Center, they make it easy. With experts in advanced skincare, body contouring, and anti-aging treatments, Quintessa's here to help you stay sharp and at your best. Trust me, when you look good, you feel even better. So why wait? Visit myquintessa.com and take the first step toward a more confident you.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Like, I love the twist now. Big M chimes in. Kyle's right. Be a better dad than like Brad.
Yeah.
Wait.
Brad just admitted to using both sets of parents to get a break while watching kids. Now, you do have twins. It's definitely harder. No doubt. But
like, yeah, I mean, I guess I never, like, left the house. I, like, had the grandparents come in for reinforcement.
Like that's different.
But I couldn't imagine doing it without that reinforcement. It sounds like you don't even get that.
I don't even get a reinforcement.
Goodness,
Yeah.
you got millennials are soft. We are so soft.
Kyle, such big talk.
Kyle, during the break, I can't wait to drop her off with the grandparents.
Our grandparents had, like, I don't know how many siblings y'all, or aunts and uncles, or you know how many your grandparents, how many siblings they had. But our great grandparents raised like flocks of children, 8, 9 kids in a house, and they weren't trying to drop them off anywhere else. Hey, how you doing? You weren't trying to drop them off anywhere else. They weren't trying to do that.
Can I be honest?
Hold on. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, Kyle always is waving at people.
There's a gentleman here who waved at me. He looked like somebody I knew.
I legitimately don't know.
Is he someone you know?
I don't know.
If you're like a parent out there who's listening who had 5, 6, 8 kids, I don't know how you do it.
But also it's different times. I mean, not everyone okay, you know what? I'm done with this. Whatever you have, it's probably better than us debating who's the best parent.
Oh, it's better. It's better. So you guys know my role. Obviously, 2 to 5 every day I'm producing the show. I have some other responsibilities behind the scene. You want me to tell you this is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin?
You could have said, just so you guys all know, Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace are debating who's going to be the best parent. Like, I didn't bring everyone into the conversation.
Is that how you did that because he whispers in your ear like that?
No, I was just telling him, since you're talking right now and I didn't reset the show, let everyone know what's going on.
Okay. It's KBN on ESPN Wisconsin.
There it is.
Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace, Alex Strofe with you. Okay. So amongst my many other roles, I do some behind-the-scenes stuff here. And with Ashton Rotman out, I've been doing some of our production work, right? Uploading commercials, etc. And I had one come across my desk today that I need you guys to hear. It is maybe the most unbelievable commercial I've ever heard. And I know we're getting close to the election coming up on April 1st. And boy, is this quite an attack ad. Take a listen.
You've heard the term man of the house, but do we really want someone like Kyle Wallace leading the charge?
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug.
The man of the house who's too busy saving money to actually spend it on baby girl?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Is this really who you want as a leader? Someone more concerned about his wallet than his relationships?
I'm Alex Strofe, and I approve this message.
The hell you do? What the hell is that? What is this attack? It's slander. Out of context.
No, it's in context.
KBN Nation, that's what they do. They try to sling mud at you and drive you crazy. But let me tell you, that's some bull malarkey.
That ain't going to help you win over people after an attack.
That's a bad look, Kyle.
That's crazy.
That's a dark side of you right there.
All right. Now that Strofe just threw that on us, I need that again. So
good.
This is a political attack ad to Kyle's future political career once he gets let go of Good Karma Brands?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
All right. Again.
You've heard the term man of the house, but do we really want someone like Kyle Wallace leading the charge?
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug.
The man of the house who's too busy saving money to actually spend it on baby girl?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Is this really who you want as a leader? Someone more concerned about his wallet than his relationships?
I'm Alex Strofe, and I approve this message.
That is amazing. I run this mug.
After listening to it the second time, I stand by what I said. You know what? We need more Kyle Wallaces in this world because guess what? If I was the head of the household of the Brust household or the Nortman household, I would have stayed with my babies, unlike y'all trying to pawn them off. We need parents to be parents again, KBN Nation. That's what I'm running on. Listen, man of the house.
Parents to be parents again? Make parents great again?
Yeah, make parents great again. Make parenting great again. There it is. Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug. You know what I'm saying? She sent me the text. I ain't got to say nothing but absolutely not.
So you'd start with it was out of context. We just added some context.
The truth, Kyle Wallace?
The truth is that I said what I said. I'm standing on it. How about that? Yeah, I'm standing on it.
About that?
He's doing a lot of mental gymnastics right now.
I'm standing on it. Harrison Butker said it. I can say it too. He kicked it. We believe.
I have no idea who paid for that.
Only the big donors out there. The big bucks.
Right.
Big bucks.
It's crazy. This is crazy. This is what
Ben Brust and Brad Nortman approved the message that was funded by them to Alex Strofe.
My goodness. This is what y'all trying to destroy me? Destroy me before I even leave? That's how y'all trying to tear me down? That's how it is? I see what it is.
The world's got to know.
All right, I got you. All right, bad parent number 1 and 2 over here.
What I want to do is get a pullout before we get to the conversation on the other side. And I can listen to an attack ad over and over again. Do you like the Goody Way, or do you just accept it? And we can go deeper into what the Goody Way means, but I think it's starting to become very clear. Loves RAS score, relative athletic score, when he looks at drafting players. Wants to build young. Doesn't like old. Not a big trade guy. Very risk averse. Will take swings when necessary, but not to jeopardize sustained success. Do you like the Goody Way, or do you accept it because you have no other choice? Look forward to Kyle Wallace's answer and yours, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talking text line. We're back in 2 minutes.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at TPC Sawgrass, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at wisconsinindoorgolfcenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through March 31st. Your winter chance to play TPC Sawgrass awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
An infrared sauna in your home? Turn that dream into a reality with Good Health Saunas. ESPN Milwaukee's Jen Latta here. My infrared sauna from Good Health Saunas has changed my life. An easy-to-install sauna that's great for post-workout, travel, or long-day detoxification. See their variety of sauna options at the Realtors Home and Garden Show, March 21st through the 30th at State Fair Park, or visit goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen and get $500 to $800 off. That's goodhealthsaunas.com/Jen.
They say seeing is believing, and when you see what's inside at American Place Casino, you better believe you're gonna love it. Because when it comes to amazing gaming, we're a real game changer. With the most exciting of table games like blackjack, craps, and roulette, the newest slots, a sports book, restaurants, bars, and more. So if you're ready for excitement, we'll see you soon. American Place Casino. Change the game.
Must be 21 years of age or older. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, crisis counseling and referral services can be accessed by calling 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537.
Hungry? Quick Trip's got you. No dinner plans? Food's here, and it's a pizza party. Dom's pizzas are 4 for just $10. Choose from a variety of toppings. So easy and delicious. Get plenty to eat and keep your wallet happy too.
Food's here, and it's ready when you are. Quick Trip isn't just convenient, it's here to make your life easier and better.
Fuel up at your ultimate destination for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
Hey, this is Brad Nortman from KBN. Tune in to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman every day from 2 to 5. WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
The poll is in the field on Twitter at KBN ESPN. Do you like the Goody Way? Early results just got up. 20% like the Goody Way. 80% do not like the Goody Way.
Dang, that's a route.
I think it's very early, but I do think this can change in a heartbeat.
And let me be the person to change it.
Ben Brust, Brad Nortman, Kyle Wallace. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. Do you like the Goody Way? 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. And interact with us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison on the Utizity Tube.
Now, this might not be a popular stance, but put me in the category for liking the Goody Way. Now, I wouldn't go as far as saying I love the Goody Way, and it's flawed. We all know that. However, I like the Goody Way. I don't know how you can argue with sustained success. I don't know how you can argue with transitioning over from a Hall of Fame quarterback to a franchise quarterback. I don't know how you can argue with winning playoff games and actually being in the conversation every single year, and you never put yourself out of it. There are franchises out there, I would count at least 27 of them, that would love to be in the Green Bay Packers shoes. Now, there are some teams that do it better. The Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles. There are teams out there that do it better, the 49ers probably, and push the ball a little bit further down the Super Bowl end zone than the Packers. But I don't know how Packer fans can be truly upset with the Goody Way. He allows them to be in the conversation for winning the division every year, most likely in the playoffs. They're just a hot streak away from making a Super Bowl run on any given season, and they are never put, generally speaking, in a terrible cap situation. The only times they are, David Bakhtiari and Aaron Rodgers, things that were deserved contracts, and maybe you didn't quite see coming. So to me, I don't know how you can argue with it. I at least like it, and if I were to say, okay, you got 32 teams, and you can spin the wheel, and whoever you might land on, that's the new Packer way. Or you can choose Goody. I will choose Goody.
That's a good way to put it, spinning the wheel, and who you would choose is random or Goody. I like that. What is that, Goody or the field? I'm not mad
Goody
about
or the
that.
field. You might land on the and Ben has a wheel right there, and you can hear it clicking around. You might land on the
Chiefs. Did you break it, Strofe? Is it broken? Why it sound like that?
It sounds a little sad.
The little thing hanging doesn't really...
Why does it sound awful?
It doesn't hit the things.
Screw the back end tighter. I think it'll sound it. No, the
Why
other
is that
side.
still
the back.
in here? Take
the
it
back.
out.
The back.
The other back.
Oh
There
my
it is.
gosh!
Screw
What's
that in a
wrong
little
with
tighter.
you?
Spin it.
A lot.
Man,
I'm trying to screw it tight. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
Righty, tighty.
my
yeah.
gosh.
Now spin it.
Hang on, let me get it tight.
Because
it right.
you don't want to
Spin
tighten
it.
it all
Right.
the
Get
way.
it tight.
You want it to be
Get
able
it
to
right.
spin.
All right.
He's tightening the.
There you go.
Oh,
That's satisfying.
There we go. Now we got to spin.
And you landed on. Okay,
Right there. You can land on the Carolina Panthers, and you're like, oh my gosh, no, we don't want that. Or you could land on just maybe the Eagles, but that puts into perspective that I will take this Goody Way because there are so many other poor ways to do it that leads your franchise into ruin. And I would take the Goody Way that at least gives you a fighter's chance every single year.
Yeah, so when I look at this, right, the question was, do you like the Goody Way? And for me, just because I like a lot of the Goody Way doesn't mean that I love everything about it. And the fact that I want him to change some things means I do not like the actual Goody Way. Until Goody understands, and maybe this offseason he shows that, because last offseason he took a step in the right direction where we were able to, again, you saw him inject talent. So we saw a little bit of a trend of when he has money, he spends it. We saw that in 2019. We saw it in 2024. Now, hopefully we see it again in 2025. So the next step I want him to do, and he gave us a little glimmer of hope that he may do this, is the signing of Brandon McManus after having a rotating, cast of different kickers that he brought in.
Oh yeah, Brandon McManus. That's gonna move Goody past not liking the Goody Way.
It's just the first little sign of just maybe he's willing to do something different, because I feel like he has two aspects that he needs to improve for me to say I like the Goody Way. Is once Goody makes a decision to say, okay, we're in our Super Bowl window, we have a chance right now to pounce and try to win a championship, then that means Goody is willing to trade maybe a first-round pick for a proven guy. Or maybe he's willing to sign a 32-year-old Devonte Adams or go for a Trey Henderson. Until he decides to actually make these moves that go against the grain of what he's done before in the past to try to get this team over the hump, I don't like the Goody Way. Goody needs to do a little bit more for me to say, yep, that's the guy I'm taking every single time.
Do we think people know what the Goody Way means? Like, we just keep saying the word Goody Way a lot. Does everyone know that Brian Gutekunst, the Packers general manager, is Goody?
Maybe it wouldn't hurt to specify.
I feel like 90% of people know Brian Gutekunst is Goody.
I would say most,
especially because they're scared to say his last name with the way it's spelled.
Gutekunst.
Yeah.
What if I
very
tell
German,
you,
huh?
Since 20,
yeah, he's a dictator.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
The way he runs the Green Bay Packers. It's his way or the highway.
Germany has not had a dictatorship in almost 100 years.
What if I were to tell you
that?
this? Since 2018, when Brian Gutekunst took over GM of the Green Bay Packers, the Packers are 4th in record of the NFL. They're 4th.
What about playoff record?
Not so good.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I'm not here for regular season.
How much is
all
that?
Right, you've talking enough that you've gotten a lot of response, Brad.
Okay.
JB in the V.
KBN Nation.
True loser opinion from Brad, of course. Brad's runner-up vibes are nauseating. We got to stop gaslighting ourselves that we are okay just making it to the playoffs every season.
Keep preaching. They preaching.
That's
Brad.
all on the Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-3776. Do you like the Goody Way?
Maybe I've just gotten a taste of what the other way tastes like. Now,
cool.
We had
I've gotten a taste in the NFL.
Yeah, that's right. We had blips of success in Carolina and Jacksonville, but they were mere blips. They weren't sustained success that the Packers have been able to formulate. So, yes, we would all like the Green Bay Packers to do better in the playoffs. But Kyle,
how long do you like the status quo?
He's constructing teams that are getting to the playoffs, and then you see what happens.
What do you mean see what? Brad.
That's all you can do.
Brad.
Players go play.
I'm sorry, I don't drop
Players
my glasses.
go play.
Brad. We have seen what happens for 15 years now, okay? The Green Bay Packers, almost 15 years. The Green Bay Packers have not been to a Super Bowl. Goody has not gotten the Green Bay Packers to a Super Bowl as a general manager overall. Well, you have to do something different. You did not give Aaron Rodgers offensive weapons at the receiver position, and that ended up hurting the Green Bay Packers in the end. So
He had Devonte Adams, though, for 2020, 2021. They had high-octane offense. They had peak Aaron Jones.
It would have been peak Aaron Jones. They barely use Aaron Jones. But my whole thing is this, is that at this point, hopefully he learns from the past and he can apply it for a better future with his guy in Jordan Love. If we would have did everything, went all in on trying to, make this football team good with Aaron Rodgers in his last couple of days, it's not like the Packers would have had this big drop-off. You know why? It's because you still had Aaron Rodgers, and having Aaron Rodgers at that time still means you're going to be a competitive football team.
Every single year.
And you know what makes me happy is winning a Super Bowl. Even if the Green Bay Packers won a Super Bowl, say, in 2020, and then they went on to be, 9-7 or 8, whatever the heck it's going to be. They were kind of an average football team competing to make the playoffs. You know what I can hang my hat on? Is the fact that every Sunday I think I have a chance, and on top of that, I won a Super Bowl in 2020.
So the 2020 year, they drafted Jordan Love, which gave you sustained success, as opposed to going after that wide receiver that everyone was clamoring for.
So
which Kyle would have been okay with if it led to a championship.
So sustained success over Super Bowls. That's what you're saying.
Essentially, that's what Brad's saying, and that's what this poll is saying. So the way I look at this poll, as we have said on Twitter at KBN ESPN, and for you here on YouTube or listening wherever you're listening, do you like the Goody Way? Yes or no? The votes have shifted. 64% of the people like the Goody Way. 36% don't. My vote will shock you. I like the Goody Way.
Ooh, that is a shock.
I don't love the Goody Way.
Exactly.
Oh, stop it.
I like it. I like the Goody Way.
It's flawed.
Oh, what a cop out.
It's not. It's the truth.
No, if you no.
And deep down inside, Kyle, you like the Goody Way too.
I said
but there
I
are
like
things
the Goody Way, but I cannot say I'm supporting the Goody Way because the Goody Way, he still.
I like it. I'm not going to support it.
The Goody Way has given your Sundays meaning.
It has given me meaning, but
from a football perspective.
But at the end of the day, if somebody continues not to evolve, not to get better, that is going to make frustration grow amongst me and other Packers fans. And that's why I'm saying I would want to love the Goody Way. And so I cannot sit here and wholeheartedly support this if Goody does not change his ways. He has to go after guys that are established and winning. I understand he likes going for the young guys. He likes them young. But sometimes some of them older cats, some of them Cougars can help you be better. Look at what the Washington Commanders did. They just re-signed an old guy. Why? It's because he was able to come to
the football. Did you just call Bobby Wagner a Cougar?
He is a Cougar compared to the rest of these guys in the NFL. And what was he able to do?
Cougar
he was able to perform. So I'm not saying go and get a whole bunch of old guys. I'm saying find the right guys. And you have a guy in Devonte Adams. You got a guy in Trey Henderson. Not going to be easy to get. But you have some older guys out there that can come in and be like Brandon McManus. Perform at a high level at the task at hand. That's what Brandon McManus did. Though he's only a kicker, he did a very great job at that. Devonte Adams, at receiver, would do a very great job at that. If we had a guy on the defensive line that can rush the passer the way that a Trey Henderson or a Myles Garrett can, that allows for the Green Bay Packers to be that much better. It is about winning championships at this point. Goody, great job. You got us to this point. Now get us over the hump. That's your job.
On the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. AJ, I want your instant reaction, and we'll get to our call. Goody does a great job of building a good roster, which can get the Packers into the ballpark. Coaching staff and players are the ones responsible for getting over the hump in the postseason. No, I disagree. The part that is true, coaching staff and players are the ones responsible for getting over the hump in the postseason. But if he's just getting them to the ballpark, that's not creating a championship-level team. That's trying to overachieve every year with the good, not great roster building.
Yeah, and you're relying on catching fire in the playoffs at the right time, which the Packers haven't been able to do. And look, I'll submit, it's not perfect. The Goody system is not perfect. It's flawed, and we've pointed out those flaws. I'm just saying that there's a lot worse that you could deal with, and you can't argue with the fact of sustained success gives you the opportunity every single year to be a Super Bowl contender.
Beads in Milwaukee, what do you got on the Goody Way on the Carbless Talk and Text line?
I'm on the Goody Way. Kyle sounds like a spoiled little kid.
Sure, I'll be spoiled.
We're kind of privileged with what we got, and you're crying about it.
Yes, I am. As a privileged individual, I expect the world, and Goody has not given me the world.
It's coming, Kyle. It's coming.
You see, like the Beads, what's coming? Like you can't just say something's coming when nothing's happening.
On your checklist before, NFC North will get first or second seed, home field. It's coming. You guys need to be patient. This is his 7th year?
Yeah, and
he took over for Ted, who kind of was bombing out at
2019 was 2018, but 2019 was his first draft class, I believe.
Well,
Jair in 2018.
Okay, so 2017 was Kevin King, and that was the last drafting of Ted Thompson.
Oof. I will say, in order to have Goody go from like to love or from really good to great, yeah, there are some things you got to see for him to do, like make a move, make a splash, get creative. That's what the other teams like the Eagles and the Chiefs and even the Bills and even the Commanders, you said that's what they're doing. So, look, they're easily a top 6 franchise from a front office perspective in the NFL.
You just mentioned teams, right? You said the Eagles. And the Eagles signed Saquon Barkley and got A.J. Brown. I know they drafted well defensively, but they went and they got 2 guys who were high-priced premium players who are some of the best players at their positions. They went and got that. Why? Because they wanted to compete for championships. You talked about the Washington Commanders. They didn't know that they were going to make it to an NFC championship game, but they did. And what did they do? They said, wait a minute. We got to capitalize on this. Bobby Wagner, come back. Debo, come here. We'll go get you. And you talk about the Bills, and you know what the Bills did a couple years ago when they were missing something? They were missing a wide receiver, and what they do? They went to go get Stephon Diggs. That's what they did. And then they traded him, and they felt like they needed something, and what they go get? They got Amari Cooper. They're always looking to get something because they feel like they have an opportunity to win a championship. And that is what the Green Bay Packers are missing. When can we sit here and say the Green Bay Packers made a trade or signed some top-notch guy?
This conversation's not over. I can tell you that much. There's a lot more to get off of this bone here because Kyle's still fired up as the spoiled kid. Brad is second place. Brad, that is coming out, and I'm in between the both of these two, and I want to hear from Alex Strofe as well as you, KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. I am monitoring the results on YouTube and on Twitter to see if they match up. Do you like the Goody Way? 800-990-3776, the carbless talk and text line, which I'm sure Brad will be indulging in on a Friday night.
Oh, I will absolutely, because it is a Friday night. That means carbless at the Nortman Estate. And carbless, particularly with the new flavors of 2025, that carbless has once again changed the game. Tropical Bliss Variety Pack, get a load of these flavors. Blood Orange, which is dynamite. Watermelon, raspberry, grapefruit. Each one of the flavors feels like they just whisk you away after your tropical paradise, needed on a day like today in the great state of Wisconsin. But not only that, the mango vodka cocktail is unbelievable. I mean, carbless is once again introducing flavors that just change the game. And when I open it up and take a sip, it's like I'm like Pavlov's dog. I know great flavor is about to experience in my taste buds. But not only that, it's guilt-free. You know carbless at this point. No sugars, no carbs, no gluten, low carbonation, and high on flavor. It is a ready-to-drink cocktail made in heaven and made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. So if you're going to be like me and sit back, relax, enjoy a carbless tonight, we will all cheers to one another, KBN Nation, with a carbless in our hand and experiencing why less is more with carbless.
Do you like the Goody Way? We'll hear from you next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I feel like KBN Nation would agree, Kyle, that Ben has most of the issues on
I
this
think
panel.
I would agree that I have the most flaws on this show as well. Brad's freaking perfect.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Well, we start off with a little bit of a problem. On southbound 43, right about at Keith, we've got the left lane blocked with a crash. So that is going to make for a nasty ride. Delays pretty much all the way solid from Silver Spring to that point. Now, on the northbound side, we do have delays heading out of the Marquette interchange. Well, pretty much in the Marquette. We've got a broken down vehicle at Michigan Street off on the right shoulder, but then the delays continue all the way up to Keith. Westbound 94, watch for delays as you're making your way from about 20th Street all the way through to Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound slowing down coming out of the Stadium interchange. Also on southbound 4394, watch for delays right from the Marquette all the way down towards Lapham. Southbound 41, backing up from before Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by James Imaging Systems, your local document imaging partner, dedicated to helping businesses do business better. Visit jamesimaging.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies with the low of 23. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 45. Weather is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Every child deserves a safe, loving, and permanent home. Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find families for children who've lingered in foster care the longest. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Get the beat of the Bucks straight from a fan favorite and Bucks legend.
Welcome to the fantastic voyage. Marcus Johnson, the captain of this vessel.
Tap into Here District with Marcus Johnson, a Bucks Plus audio production.
My first mate, Chris Johnson, the only father and son tandem.
Your weekly pulse on the Milwaukee Bucks and conversations with the biggest names in basketball. This week, Marcus and Chris are joined by Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. Find Here District now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, or wherever you get your podcast.
Save big money on your next project now at Menards. For over 50 years, Menards has been a leading supplier of quality roof and floor trusses. Choose from our large selection of residential and post-frame trusses or design custom trusses specifically for your project. Order trusses for your building project today in store or on Menards.com. Plus, view our weekly flyer for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, this is Michelle Voskel, CPA and team member at Right Choice Tax Resolution. The IRS has you in their crosshairs. We are local and know how to deal with the IRS and state to solve your situation. Just the other week, we successfully removed the target on Nick to get $194,358 of taxes and penalties removed. This is why John Neal started Right Choice Tax Resolution, to help people fight the IRS and state. You don't know the ins and outs of all the taxes they can charge you or the more than 150 penalties they can impose on you. Make the right choice and call us at 844-222-1192. We want to help so your bank account doesn't get wiped out, your paycheck or Social Security garnished, or a lien put on your house. Get rid of that stress and get back to enjoying life. Call us at 844-222-1192 or visit rightchoicetax.us right now to book a meeting. We understand how stressful this can be. The situation won't go away if you do nothing. That's 844-222-1192 or rightchoicetax.us.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
What's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack in Kyle, Brust, and Nortman Nation? Ha-ha!
Your voice is resonating in my ear.
I just scared the crap out of Kyle.
Yeah.
You were bopping around back there.
I was.
And I was waiting in our little green area before walking in the studio for about a minute and 30.
Yeah, at least.
You want to know what you're waiting for? Do you know what Kyle was doing during the break?
He dropped a nugget into Tori Lowe and Dr. Ken Harris's, because you left the door open while talking to Alex Strofe. He's thinking about KBN Nation instead of Truth Nation instead of KBN Nation.
Oh, yeah, because KBN Nation is first on Ben's
my mind. Yes.
So what happened? What had happened was that I went up there to grab some.
Wait, hang on, time out. Was that a double? Was that Tyrone and Tarek and Derek Engler?
Yeah, but it was Brazil first.
That's good.
And somebody told me there's a heated conversation going on. I said, ooh. I went to Strofe. I said, I'm about to drop in over at the Truth and tell Tori to leave fraternities alone. And then all of a sudden, Tori, of course, he was like,
all right, I'm done with you. Do you like the Goody Way or do you not like the Goody Way? 800-990-3776. Kevin chimes in. He's not a big fan of the Goody Way. If he brings him Adams and can sign one of the edge rushers, then I could be a Goody fan. If they don't add some veteran pieces, they are an 8-win team. That's
an angry fan right there.
That's someone who's fed up with the Goody Way.
Yep. Frustration.
All is not lost. The fact that Goody made some impactful free agent signings last season and showing interest in DK Metcalf is admission that none of his drafted receivers are hitting expectations from our guy Don on the Talk Text line.
That is a very good point.
You asked him to do that self-evaluation.
Self-awareness, self-evaluation. And for me, overall, I felt like, based on what he said at the end of the year and, everybody having a sense of urgency, that is a good sign, right? That you're, checking on and trying to figure out, do we need to bring these guys in? Because if he was confident in the room that he had at wide receiver, he wouldn't need to call DK. He wouldn't need to talk to Devonte.
And that's the thing. Goody loves the Goody way too much. He looks at it and he's like, I'm too committed to this. I'm unwilling to deviate oftentimes away from what I want to do.
You know why?
Young, draft and develop and all that.
It's called job security. You divert from the Packer way, which is an extension of just Goody following the footsteps of predecessors. It's going to bring butts in seats, playoff appearances, and his job is secure.
Well, that's the thing. If Goody keeps on with this trend, which is Young, Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur making the playoffs, he's never going to be removed from his seat. Like, it doesn't matter if he doesn't win if you fast forward 5 years.
You can't do
if you
this
fast
for
forward
15
5 years.
straight years.
If you fast forward 5 years, and the Packers don't make a Super Bowl, but they make the playoffs every year, Goody's still the GM. For sure.
For sure. That's why I said it's called job security.
This would be his 8th year. That would be entering his 13th.
Yeah. He'd still be the GM.
13, yeah.
Making the playoffs all 5 years?
And I don't even think he'd be on the hot seat. I think there'd be a growing, okay, we got to, but I don't think it'd
be frustrating as hell.
Yeah, but I don't think he'd be like, you know what, hey, Super Bowl or bust, Goody.
I'd actually make the argument that Matt LaFleur's seat would be hotter.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Right. You can easily blame the coach. And this is the
a Bear fan chiming in says he loves the Goody way.
I'm sure he does. Well, I don't know why he does. I mean, the Goody way was like dang near undefeated again.
Yeah. What way do you like?
Yeah, I mean, apparently he likes that the Packers aren't. The way I read it is he's basically taking a shot at the Packers without looking internal and knowing that he has no leg to stand on.
Yes.
Love you, Ryan.
I'd just be curious
Not really.
if he prefers the Ryan Pace way over the Ryan Poles way, or the Phil Emery way, or the Jerry Angelo way, or the Mark Hatley way, or the Rod Graves way.
Oh, you know all those
That
guys,
was funny,
huh?
Strofe.
That's every GM. That would be 7 of them in my lifetime.
Wow.
There's been, I believe, 3 of the Packers.
That's ridiculous.
You know what's sad, though, about all this is the realization for fans is that we want a Super Bowl, in my eye, more than I think some owners do. Like, they want to win a Super Bowl.
Surprised.
They want to win a Super Bowl.
Hang on.
They want to win, but, like, at the end of the day, I mean, if I made money on my business. Yeah, if I made money on my business and I didn't win a Super Bowl, it's like, dang, I wish we would have won. But, all right, let me get that yacht. Let me go get that car, take this trip.
A lot of owners, yes, they view it as a business, and they made money in a different business. So they just look at it as another conglomeration of the many businesses they own. They want to be profitable. They want to win, but above all else, I don't know.
Without anything to do about Goody, the way Kyle just talked about Goody and successful businesses buying yachts and going on that trip, what amount of money does Kyle's net worth have to be able to be doing the, I want a yacht, I want to take the trip? Because you're pretty frugal, as we know you only spend $3 on your girl.
Yeah.
Or
man.
won't.
I need to.
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
I could probably buy a yacht and live the life I want. If I was making maybe after taxes like $5 million a year.
You think you could buy a yacht at $5 million? That's going to be a small
baby
yacht. You're going to be a small little yacht.
I said $5 million a year.
A year.
How much do you guys think yachts are?
I think.
Hold on. There's 400-foot yachts and there's 50-foot yachts.
I'm talking about Milwaukee boat show yachts, so they're like $1 million. I'm talking $800,000. I'm talking about them super yachts.
That's not a yacht.
No, that's like a speedboat with a bedroom.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm poor. All right. To a regular, I'm sorry to you guys, the country club silver spoon boys. You guys think $1 million boat is not a yacht?
What a lash out!
Seriously. It's not a lash out.
Wait, yachts are more than $1 million.
Thank you, Sean. We're just
I'm looking at yachts right now. You can get a 56-foot yacht for $150,000.
No, you can't. Is that thing just
used?
What year
is that thing been through a hurricane?
Oh, it's a 1990. There's an answer.
A 1990.
49-foot 2023, 1.6.
Yeah. So again,
how many bedrooms are in that?
Give me a moment. I will look into it.
Does it have as many as the Nortman estate?
Yeah. Hell.
How many bedrooms do you have again? 6?
It depends how much you. At least 6. How many rooms have been converted?
At least 6.
Average price of a yacht is about $1.5 million.
This one has 2 bedrooms.
Would you?
That's it.
Yeah, that's an apartment.
How many bedrooms did you imagine in the yacht that Kyle Wallace is buying?
Isn't a yacht just supposed to be an apartment on water?
No, that's that.
But the way Kyle was talking about a yacht was like the big balls.
Yeah,
big
because they can't. Jerry Jones can afford the big balls, right? You asked me a question. I said $5 million.
What?
Jerry Jones can afford the big boss yacht.
Big boss yacht.
Yeah,
big boss yacht.
Boss.
You're like the first level of Mario boss.
A new 100-foot yacht is $30 million.
That's what they were.
That sounds about right.
That's what they were talking about.
Because I think of a
What the hell are you talking about?
I don't think of a yacht as just a boat with a bedroom and a kitchenette. That's like a boat that you can sleep in. That's not a yacht.
That's the size of a cruise ship.
You guys are out of touch with like most Americans.
I'm not saying I have this, nor do I.
I mean,
think
but
I'm
even,
ever going to get one.
Yeah.
But
or have the opportunity to purchase one.
Yeah, exactly.
For anybody that has $1 million yacht, your yacht is worth something. Okay, don't let them make you feel like it's worthless. You worked hard for that yacht, and one day I wish to join that club. Until then, Pontoon Club it is.
That's right.
You're the only one of the crew.
Yeah, you're a boat owner.
You are the only boat owner.
So
you are amongst the wealthy.
So now I have to question what size if Kyle just has a little fishing boat or if it's actually a pontoon boat based the way he looks at yachts.
What do you mean, the little fishing boat? Now, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little fishing boat, but my pontoon's a nice pontoon. Now.
Ooh, what are you talking about? 20 feet?
I think 24 foot.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me.
How many people fit on this pontoon?
Legally, I think 10. You can fit about 12. I never showed y'all pictures.
No.
You've kept this quite far from us.
I thought I had.
You showed me pictures.
Can we put Kyle's yacht on stream?
It's up to him.
I think I invited you on the boat, and I invited them too.
Doesn't mean you didn't send us a picture of the yacht.
It's not a yacht.
You just showed me like pictures and videos. You had the
you ever fallen asleep on that yacht?
You put a sleeping bag on it. Is it a yacht?
You could fall asleep on it. Actually, there's a couch in the back.
Oh wow, a couch?
Yeah.
Like seats though. Like not a couch.
Look at Brad looking at me. Brad, I know I'm poor. Okay, I'm poor. I made a bad investment.
You can't put a leather couch on there.
I made a bad investment, Brad, and so I'm living above my means. So.
It doesn't seem like you made a bad investment.
No, it sounds like there's been a lot of joy.
You use that.
yacht.
You use that thing like more than anything else you use.
That's not true.
You use it 4 times a week in the summer.
That is definitely not true. I feel like he uses it once a month.
Strofe, you're a kid. You know that? You just come up with random numbers. I see this all the time. I know, that's not true. You made that up.
And I can confirm based off my conversations with Kyle that is absolutely not true. But what is true is if you're caller number 15, you're going to win the Palermo Screamin' Sicilian Pizza prize pack. Good question by Rob. What's the name of Kyle's pontoon?
Ooh, can we name it?
There's a name. I mean,
you can't say it on air?
I can say the name on air, but I know people be like, "Oh, it's a Spanish name."
Okay.
Is there any explicit?
No, it's not explicit, but it's the word in it might have been used as a racial term to describe black people.
No,
it's the color black.
We're good.
We're good. It's the 3 blacks because there's 3 black brothers that own it, so we called it the 3 blacks. You can Google what Spanish is, what 3 is in Spanish, and what black is in Spanish.
All right, there it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Caller 15 for the Screamin' Sicilian prize pack. Looks like the line's already full. I didn't give the number. Good job. Good luck.
Dang.
The 3 whites and Kyle coming up next.
Blancos.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Kyle, I love you.
Can't say the same.
That's fair.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Things are still pretty slow along southbound 43, starting from just before Hampton all the way down through the Marquette down to the KK River. The northbound side slowing down just before Fond du Lac Avenue to Keefe. Westbound 94, we've got backups from 20th Street all the way to Mitchell Boulevard, with the eastbound side slowing down 76th Street all the way through to about 35th. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 23. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
shortcuts, no compromises, just the job done right. At Exterior Pros, we don't just meet expectations, we crush them. Every nail, every window, every shingle is a step toward your home's next chapter. From the moment we start until that final reveal, we're committed to making your home better than ever. Quality products and craftsmanship you can count on. Go to the pros for your next project. Get started today and save $2,000. Visit extpros.com or call 262-800-4274. That's 262-800-4274.
How would you like to own a jewelry store? Kessler's Diamonds is an employee-owned company.
And Kessler's is growing. Are you the kind of person we're looking for?
Does it make you happy to make other people happy? Are you a problem solver?
Would you like to wake up every morning knowing that you're going to help a lot of people find joy today?
Kessler's Diamonds is people serving people. Keep in mind that Kessler's is owned by its employees. So let me ask you this. Are you a good enough leader that you can be an owner who leads other owners?
Don't worry, you don't have to know about diamonds. We can teach you about diamonds. But the people we're looking for aren't looking for a job.
Did someone pop into your head just now? Do you think you might know who we're looking for?
Give that person a call.
Send them an email. Tell them to walk into Kessler's Diamonds and say to the person who greets them,
I think I want to work here.
Welcome to Kessler's. A fantastic place to buy jewelry and a wonderful place to work.
For the store nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hungry? Quick Trip's got you. No dinner plans? Food's here, and it's a pizza party. Don's pizzas are 4 for just $10. Choose from a variety of toppings. So easy and delicious. Get plenty to eat and keep your wallet happy too.
Food's here, and it's ready when you are. Quick Trip isn't just convenient, it's here to make your life easier and better.
Fuel up at your ultimate destination for snacks and meals that hit the spot. Only at Quick Trip.
My name is Rob, and I was seriously injured. When I think of Gruber Law Offices, I think of an honest, hardworking team who will fight to represent you. Couldn't be happier with the call that I made that day.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. Visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Come alive again. I don't know about you, but if you're like me and Strofe, and now Bradley's joining us, the best time of the year is here. Tournament time, baby. There's only one spot to go, and that is Potawatomi Casino Hotel in the beautiful brand new sportsbook, great food, 2,000 square foot video wall, kiosks everywhere. You can use your rewards card, pick up some rewards along the way while you're placing some of your favorite bets. Catch it all at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Bet above the rest at the brand new sportsbook. PaysBig.com/sportsbook to build your bets today. I'm in a little bit of a predicament. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman, Alex Strofe running the show. Our great sales team dressed to the nines on a Friday, showing some great potential partners around our offices. Now, I have a best man for the wedding on August 22nd. He's been someone who's been very, very close to me for a very, very long time. His name is Greg Scalzo. I did a show with him previously called Scalzo and Brust across ESPN Wisconsin.
Cool.
He has risen the ranks at Good Karma Brands. He left me, stuck with you bums, and he became the market manager of Good Karma Brands Milwaukee.
Yeah, lucky
represent
us.
many, many brands across our company.
They didn't pay me enough to do this, but oh well.
He also became a vice president of Good Karma Brands.
Cool.
Lots of responsibility. I was like, you know what? I still think that he'll be able to, help me plan the bachelor party. In comes Frank Kaminsky.
Oh, Frank the Tank?
Enter Frank Kaminsky, the National Player of the Year in college basketball in 2015. a 9-year NBA pro, 1 year's overseas, and currently deciding if he wants to continue playing in his journey in the NBA. You don't have to look it up where he is. He was in the G League Toronto Raptors team, and I have some inside information of where he's at in his life, so I'm not going to put his business out there.
Oh, you just kind of did.
Not really. He wouldn't
just said if he was contemplating retirement. You literally just said that.
I mean, it's not like, again, it's not, like, that's not a secret.
Is it? I mean, is it public knowledge?
News
He
to
didn't.
me.
He didn't.
This is news.
He didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, hit the breaking news. One of the greatest badgers of all time is thinking about hanging it up.
Frank Kaminsky is in Scottsdale, Arizona. He lives there for like Phoenix area, Scottsdale. Full time.
Place to live.
Got a place. Great place. He has scheduled everything. Went to management companies instead of going through these rental companies that are advertising that have fees up the wazoo. He found one 13 bed, 20 guests, and that's not even how many that I'm having.
So we're invited.
We're still on a wait list.
You know, Kyle's birthday. I know he's not coming.
Oh, that's right. I can't.
Stroph's on the out. Brad's fringe because he's a fellow father.
Yeah, I need the outlet.
Why am I out?
He needs the outlet, and you guys were questioning our parenting methods, so you guys are out.
I wasn't doing anything.
I was. You were. No, yes, you were. You and Kyle worked together, and now you're backtracking.
I didn't say anything in that segment.
You seem to support me a little bit more, though. I will say that based off the little hotkeys you be pressing.
Your voice is heard even when your voice is not heard, Alex Strofe. That's the power of the producer on the airwaves. Schooled by the producer. So on Thursday, I'm flying in with a select group of people. You know, people close to me, just that we don't get to see each other as often. Guess what Frank Kaminsky did? Already set up golf.
Oh, just like that.
Guess what Frank Kaminsky did? I don't want to get his business, but he has a inn at a rental property.
I swear you just don't get business, but he has an inn.
There's an inn. Like, he knows some people.
You could have just said he got us a nice little rental property.
For free. On Thursday.
That's nice.
Staying for free on Thursday.
So I don't have to pay anything.
Did Greg Scalzo do that? No. Did my best man do golf? No. On Friday. Did my best man find the place that we're going to stay Friday and Saturday at very cheap? $3,000 under the list price?
Wow.
Did Greg Scalzo do that? No. Did Frank Kaminsky do that? Yes. Did Greg Scalzo book hibachi at 5 p.m. on Friday?
Dang, Frank is working.
Frank Kaminsky booked hibachi at 5 p.m. on Friday. Did Frank Kaminsky ask what type of brunch spot we wanted to go to on Saturday, or did Greg Scalzo book that?
Sounds like Frank. Did Frank talk to Greg?
Did Frank Kaminsky book Saturday night dinner in a private room in the back of somewhere very nice and where we can have a nice meal before we enjoy our last night before heading back on Sunday? Did Greg Scalzo do that, or Frank Kaminsky do that?
Can I ask a question? Because Frank sounds like a
Did
tryhard.
Ben Brust introduce Greg Scalzo and Frank Kaminsky, who know each other, via text message so that they could work together? Did Greg respond to any of those text messages that Frank Kaminsky sent?
He ghosted?
He snitched on him?
No, Frank didn't snitch. I put me, Frank, and Greg on a text. Frank's saying all these ideas, and Greg Scalzo has not responded to a single text message about planning my bachelor party.
Is Frank like, what the hell, man? What's wrong with you?
Do I have to demote Greg Scalzo? Does Frank Kaminsky become my best man?
With title.
The deals, the free spot Thursday, the golf, the hibachi, the boozy brunch, the nice restaurant.
Greg?
I didn't ask Frank to do any of this. I asked Greg to do all of this.
Greg should know this more than anyone. With title comes responsibility.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, he is used to that. He's got the big boy titles here, right? Market manager, vice president.
He's putting the business that keeps us on the airways ahead of my bachelor party.
He certainly is. And
Thank you, Greg.
He's got the title of best man. And with best man comes responsibilities. Just imagine if Greg Scalzo was named market manager, but somebody else was doing all of his work here. We'd all see it. And before long, you'd say, you know what? That other person should be market manager. Maybe not Greg Scalzo. So I think that maybe, I'm not sure he's overtaken him yet. But Frank Kaminsky's hot.
No, listen, Greg, I ain't going to let them do this to you. They're not going to bash you like this and not let you defend yourself.
He'll join us next week on his bi-weekly appearance.
What I fully understand is this, is Greg is a hard-working man. He has a family, and he's just got a lot of things he's juggling. And you have
he's the best man.
But you have to understand these people's strengths. Everybody has different strengths, and maybe Greg Scalzo's strengths aren't planning a party. Frank the Tank Kaminsky, he lived in Arizona for a little bit, so he has connections. So why would he try to take that away from Frank? While he has to be the support system for you every single day that you walk into this office, Frank should give you a little bit of love. This is Frank making up for all the years.
Do you guys know you're missing like a crazy part of this whole argument? I understand that you guys, Brad, you weren't, an everyday listener before you joined ESPN Wisconsin. Kyle's never listened to our station. And Strofe maybe heard about this.
Oh,
but
I know exactly where we're going right now.
On the text line, Ernie and Barton chimes in, wait, this is on the Carbless Talking text line. Frank is doing this all for a guy because Ben is so cheap he wouldn't pay to go to Frank's wedding in Mexico?
Ben skipped Frank's wedding.
Come on.
You didn't go to Frank's wedding?
Just because of cost?
I think you kind of got to reveal why.
Baby Isla.
Oh.
And you didn't reveal that on the air.
I did not reveal on the air that we were expecting at the time, and there was a reason why I was not able to go.
Wait.
I wouldn't go to Mexico either.
A question.
That's a good point.
She wasn't born until January.
You had recently found out,
in the show.
Right?
And what does that mean? I mean, you can't. Can you not leave your?
You can.
Wife?
You can't. It just it adds another element to the equation, and that's where it's personal.
So wait a minute. Just I love my baby. Do I got to be with her for 9 months?
No.
I can't go nowhere.
There are milestones to hit to make sure you're going through the process correctly.
But Brad just went to Utah for a week.
Yeah, and I missed an ultrasound because of that.
Was she mad?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, she's not mad.
But you didn't know when you booked the trip.
True, I didn't know. If anything, I was like, "Why'd you do the ultrasound when I'm in Utah?"
And the wedding had already been planned before she was pregnant.
I had not purchased my flight or hotel yet at that point because there was still time based off the timeline, and so I had to make the decision of going through the process of baby and Frank. I called.
Can I ask you a question?
FaceTime. Go ahead.
Do you regret it more now than you did maybe a month ago?
Oh man, I would love to have been there.
Yeah.
But again, you live in the moment.
He's
you make
doing
decisions
this out of spite.
Frank
is doing this out of spite.
No, he's not.
No,
he loves me.
Killing him with kindness. Showing
exactly,
him this.
Kyle.
Hey, I'm going to overcompensate for the fact that you didn't show up for me, but I'm going to show up for you. And then he's just going to throw it in your face one day. Just one out on the trip when y'all having a good time on a booze day. What day is the boozy day? The booze brunch?
Boozy brunch on Saturday morning.
Saturday morning. By the time you get to Saturday evening where you guys are boozed out, he's going to say, bro, like, I did all this for you, but man, you weren't here for me in Mexico, man. I wanted you there, man. I wanted to have a pants down singing, man. You weren't there.
His wedding was too classy to do the last song of the pants down dance.
Oh, he married a classy woman?
Very.
Good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Very, very. Long time ESPN, or not long time. Unfortunately, she was part of the ESPN cuts at the time for talent.
Oh, wow. He married an ESPN person, just like didn't Devin
that's
marry
right.
somebody?
He did marry an ESPN person.
Ashley Brewer, now Ashley Kaminsky.
Oh, I heard that name before.
Yeah. Wow.
Sports Center,
yeah.
Look at that.
They doing pretty good.
I'm sure.
They got kids now, right?
You better be prepared.
I'll see what yacht he could afford.
He can afford a yacht. He's made some money.
You better be prepared for that Saturday, private room dinner. That's where he's going to go like this. He's going to go, okay, I'm going to make a toast, guys. I'm going to make a toast. And that's where he's going to reveal his anger for you, Ben.
Then I can't make him best man. I can't give him the floor for his speech. Chef Ed chimes in. Scalzo is a very busy guy with a stressful job. I would put my job over Ben. He's a spoiled brat.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Talking like a 70-year-old curmudgeon, Chef Ed.
He's right. I am glad, Greg, I am so glad that you are focusing and putting your priorities towards making sure that we're successful here and that Kyle and Brad and Ben all have checks and Strofe has checks as well.
This is the meanest, funniest text I've ever.
Good.
It's so good. When did ESPN Wisconsin turn into The View? That is the worst compliment, but the best compliment at the same time.
That's hilarious.
800-990-3776. Carver's talking text line.
I love
me and Whoopi are like the same person, like similar lifestyles. Same,
both different.
It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to The Weekly Wager with Greg Matzik, Ben Brust, and Jen Latta.
If someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything, you take it.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the Wisconsin On Demand app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Woo! Hey, this is Ben Brust from Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin. People can't stop screaming about the Screamin' Sicilian frozen pizza, and no wonder. There's plenty to scream about, like the buttery stone-fired crust, secret recipe tomato sauce, mounds of whole milk mozzarella, and tons of premium toppings. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer and find out for yourself why Sporked called Screamin' Sicilian's Holy Pepperoni frozen pizza the best of the best. Screamin' Sicilian, taste what all the screaming is about.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is hosting another Scramble tournament with $1,000 in cash prizes available. Hey ESPN Milwaukee, this is Gary Ellison, and Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center invites you to play in a two-man scramble at TPC Sawgrass, all from their comfortable golf simulators. Grab a friend and sign up today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. The tournament costs $120 per pairing and is happening now through March 31st. Your winter chance to play TPC Sawgrass awaits. WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
New treatments for joint pain are here. By now you've heard about regenerative medicine. If you're wondering if you're a good candidate, answer these questions. First, does chronic pain in your knees, hips, shoulders, or other joints keep you from doing the things you enjoy? Golfing, jogging, time with the family. Does it hurt doing the things you need to do, like getting out of bed, sleeping, working, and walking? And finally, do you want to avoid surgery and all of the pain, long recovery, and uncertainty that comes with it? If you answered yes to any of those, you need to call QC Kinetics now. Learn about exciting advancements in regenerative treatments that can give you long-lasting pain relief with no drugs, no surgery, and no downtime. Get your free consultation today. Call QC Kinetics. That's QC Kinetics. Here's the phone number.
Call now, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474.
At Citizens Bank, community banking is you, growing your business with a partner who gets it. It's you, buying your first home with a lender who makes it easy. It's you, building a future with savings that work just as hard as you. And it's us, working together to strengthen our community. Because at Citizens Bank, community banking means you plus us. Visit us at citizensbankwi.bank. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people, it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Oh, it is a wellness day every day when it comes to Quintessa. That's because I use them for supplements, for being able to get my mind right, my body right. And they can help you do the exact same thing. Because now, between now and the end of March, Quintessa's offering special New Year packages to get 2025 started the right way for you. And it could be anything. It could be exterior, like wellness plans, Botox, skincare. Could be interior, inside your body, like hormone therapy, IV therapy, even everything infrared saunas do for you. There is so much that they can do for you. Personalized health plans, nutrition, supplements. They got me loaded up on supplements, and I'm feeling the best that I ever have. Quintessa is your go-to location for a simple, effective solution tailored to you. You simply go there. Hey, Quintessa, this is what I want to do. This is what I look like. They say, perfect. Here is your personalized plan to get there. Quintessa is just helping men and women everywhere take those next steps to be confident and revitalized in 2025. So do not wait any longer. Your health has to come first, and your health will be coming first with Quintessa. Go to myquintessa.com and make this the year that you invest in yourself with Quintessa Aesthetic Center.
As the votes have piled up on Twitter at KBN ESPN, do you like the Goody Way? Yes, I like the Goody Way. 64%.
Okay, look at that.
No, I don't like the Goody Way. 36%. It feels as if the 36% are probably a little bit more, I wouldn't say angry, but outspoken. Because they...
Wait a minute, you put me as angry?
Unhappy.
Yeah, you had a little passion behind you.
I'm glad you guys are okay with not winning Super Bowls. That's good to know. Makes sense. Second place, Brad, and Ben's from Illinois. Chicago. Bears are gonna win. Strofe, are you okay with everything with the way Goody's performed?
Not everything, but I am.
Sure.
If you had to answer if you had to,
I voted yes.
Yes, you can like the Goody Way and still not love it.
Sucker though.
Oh, you are so. Why are we liking something that we want more from?
Look around the league. You could have it so much worse. This is a team.
But we'll fire them.
Then you like it. If you would,
I love Kyle versus Strofe.
If you'd rather be good than bad, then you like it. It's as simple as that.
I want to be great, and I feel like Goody.
You are.
I understand.
You don't have the Lombardis. I get that, right? I'm upset too. But you've fallen short. 2014, 2020. Should have won the Super Bowl both of those years. I get it, Kyle. I get it. I'm just as frustrated as you. But they are in the conversation every year. You know how many teams in the National Football League would have fumbled the transition from Rodgers to Love? 31 of them. 31 of them would have fumbled the transition from Rodgers to Love. Every other team wouldn't have done it as well as the Packers. Look at the Patriots. They couldn't transition from Tom Brady. They had to run Bill Belichick out of town, and now they're one of the worst teams in the league. Look at the Buccaneers. They haven't been the same since Brady. Now, Baker's been good, but they haven't been nearly as good as the Packers have been with Love. Every team would have done it worse. This is the example of how to stay relevant year after year after year after year. And I get it. I'm just as frustrated as you. I want a Lombardi back.
But if you're frustrated, then we should be expecting him to do more. I said I like what he's doing, but I'm.
So you're saying what we're all saying?
No. I'm not gonna.
The question wasn't, do you love what the Goody Way?
That's the way I took it. I'm not gonna.
So you just aren't. You're not following the question. You're going rogue on the question.
No,
what you should say is, I like the Goody Way. I don't love it.
You guys went soft on it.
We answered the question.
No, you guys went soft on it. We like you, but we're going to complain about it. No, I'm going to complain about Goody because until Goody does the next step.
You are a spoiled brat.
Sure, I'll be spoiled all I want. But if Goody, because this is the thing, we're not genius.
Mama Wall, stop feeding this man meals at 35 years old. Stop letting him stay over all the time. Make him grow his ass up.
She actually told me because I popped up. She said, "Oh, you didn't tell me you were coming. I would have cooked something. You got to tell me." And I said,
"Who's soft now?
Who's
soft now?
I'll take a mama meal any day."
You are a walking hypocrite.
No, I'm not. I'm loved.
I am a walking miracle. Kyle is a walking hypocrite.
No, I'm loved.
And Brad is a walking
second place finisher.
Walking second place finisher. And Strofe's just attempting to walk and not fall.
Wow, that was rude.
I mean, I saw your 3-cone combine drill. The truth does hurt.
Lizzo said it best.
Is that a truth hurt?
What'd she say?
Truth hurts.
Oh.
One of her biggest hits.
Jim, Matt, Molly, and Madison up next. Corey and Wally and the Damn Sports Show in Beaver Dam. We're right here for the 414 hour at 4 on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube and right here on 94.5 ESPN in 2 short minutes.
Sell out with me, oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. The record company's only give me lots of money and everything's gonna be alright.
Well, still have to lay delays southbound on 41 from just south of Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive. So give yourself that extra time there to get past that. We've got a crash 894 westbound just past Loomis. The right lane is blocked right now. So we're starting to see some delays coming out of the 27th Street area and growing. Southbound 43 backing up from just before Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette to the KK River. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight. Partly cloudy skies, a low of 23. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Loziga on 94.5 ESPN.
The new year is here, and we all know it's the perfect time to hit the reset button. Let's be real, guys. Feeling confident in how you look and feel isn't just for women. That's where Quintessa Aesthetic Center comes in. From now through March 31st, Quintessa is offering exclusive packages to help you start 2025 as a more confident you. Whether it's weight loss plans or even IV therapy, Quintessa has personalized options backed by medical experts to help you look and feel your absolute best. Visit myquintessa.com to learn more. Make 2025 the year you feel confident inside and out.
It's the regular season finale for Marquette on Saturday.
Mitchell stole it. Coming the other way is Chase Ross. Showtime! This zone, he'll finish.
The number 20 Golden Eagles host number 6 St. John's, looking for a statement win. Our game day coverage starts at 10 a.m. Saturday morning with Brian D. and Marquette College Game Day. Gabe Neitzel has the Marquette Sports Network pregame show at 10:30. Tip-off with Homer and Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith happens at 11 o'clock Saturday. 94.5 ESPN is your official home for Marquette basketball. We are Marquette.
Marquette Hall of Famer Tony Smith here. You're listening to the home of Marquette basketball. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The Wisconsin On Demand app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Just wait. You're going to get your 414 hour at 4. But just know, yesterday, if you missed Kyle Brust and Nortman, you must go back for the electric, the one, the only, Tyrone! And we said if you could do the 414 hour for Tyrone, it's all you. Turn it up, Strofe.
Cracking. What's up? Blessing Joyous Friday. Cracking.
Do you know how to do the 414 hour for Tyrone?
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I love Kyle, but yeah, Milwaukee, KB Nation, 414 hour, crack, let's get it.
Yeah, you know what? That will suffice.
It is the 414
It's the crack-a-lack-a-lackin' hour.
That's how you get your Friday started.
Tyrone, you have a great weekend, all right?
Thank you, Rob. All right, let's go, teams. Let's get that 7-footer we need, Panthers, and let's get it together for next season. So go Bucks, go Marquette, and let's go Badgers. Let's get it. Let's fill it out, then.
Let's get it.
Let's fill it out. Let's go. Let's crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lackin'.
What's cracking like a
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talking text line. I love me some Tyrone. He sounds like a guy who doesn't have a bad day.
Yeah, just
now I know everyone has bad days,
just good
but
energy.
Hopefully, maybe he's having a bad day today, and he's like, "I'm gonna make everybody happy, make myself happy with a little crack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack-a-lack."
What up, Tyrone? The kind of guy that might have a bad day, but overcomes it with good energy.
All right, so here's how we test if you like the Goody Way or not. Because we just had a long discussion. I mean, hour 2 of the podcast, do you like the Goody Way? Pretty simple, Strofe?
Pretty simple.
How many guys will the Packers acquire over the age of 30 this offseason? Excluding McManus, that's why I like acquire, because he was kind of with the team already. Nobody with the team is of the age of 30 other than Kenny Clark turning 30 this year. Brandon McManus, who's re-signed, he's in his mid-30s. Other than that, it's a young team. We all know that. It's been spoken into the ethers about how many times this team is the youngest team in the NFL. Let's put another one on the poll, Strofe. Over under 0.5 Green Bay Packers acquired in the offseason that are 30 years plus. 0.5. One guy, one veteran. One veteran. I'm asking for one veteran. Under, Brad.
I'm going to go with
and
under.
KBN Nation, 800-990-3776. Over under 0.5. Packers acquired over the age of 30 on the Carbless Talk and text line.
The only guy that I think might have a shot is Devonte Adams, right? Because there's all these other guys that are getting released. They're like 32, 34, coming off of big contracts, maybe a little bit left in the tank that just not feel like Goody. I might disagree. I might think that if you can get that guy for $8 million or $10 million for 1 year, that's a great deal. I think it's only Devonte Adams is the only temptation. But even Adam Schefter said on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy earlier this week that he's not sure that it's top priority for either side, Green Bay Packers or Devonte, to come back. So I think it would be a mistake, but I think it's going to be zero. I think the Packers are going to lose out on Devonte. I think he's going to go west where other good options are, even though the Packers are a great option. And I just think Goody is just going to keep with the young theme. I just don't see him deviating after it's been 8 years now. I don't see him detouring anytime soon, and this offseason is no different.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You're absolutely right,
Under.
Brad. It's going to be under because you said it perfectly. It's that you talked about you think Devonte, because he's the only one over 30 that we believe that the Packers are probably signed, right?
Without being completely shocked by somebody else.
Yeah, and so when I think about it, it comes down to, I believe there's teams out west like the L.A. Rams.
Wow.
We're old. We're that old. The L.A. Rams and the San Francisco 49ers, who are probably going to be more willing to spend more money than the Green Bay Packers are to acquire Devonte Adams. And so that's why when I look at this football team, I don't think we get anybody over the age of 30 that we acquire in free agency. I think it's an absolute no. It's unfortunate because I think Devonte is right there to be grabbed, but I haven't heard too much conversation or anything kind of in the ecosphere, anything happening right now.
I wonder at this moment right now if Alex Strofe are doing the "we're not so different, you and I" thing. I'm going to say
this right now. You and I are doing very different things right now.
I'm going to say over. Were you going to say under?
No, I'm going to say over, but I was going to say I have the over because, like George Michael once famously said, "'Cause I gotta have faith."
Oh,
that's how I knew you and I were doing the same thing.
Yeah, we aren't. But here's why.
You don't know who George Michael is, do you?
Of course you do. Wake me up.
Wow.
Yeah, go.
He knows all those guys.
Yeah, that's my 70s, 80s Spotify playlist. Now, hear me out here. We spend the majority of our time talking about players that are in the spotlight. There is an opportunity that there is a veteran edge rusher that we aren't talking about that could be brought in, that they're comfortable with the price tag. Like, there are guys that we're not talking about every day.
They don't bring those guys in.
I still don't think they bring those guys in.
If you're talking about the same guy I'm thinking of, Jason Wilde said no.
Like Khalil Mack? Or
I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
It could be Khalil Mack. It could be someone else. My point is the reason why I'm going to have faith, as George Michael and Alex Strofe said, is that if you say the word championship and urgency in the same sentence, that means you're going to have to do something a little different. And if he really believes that, like in his words, I think we have the guys and it's time for us to start competing for championships, he's got to have a piece in that. And we all know, after talking to Brian Balaga, Mark Tauscher, Jason Wilde, the value of veterans is real. It may not be the guy that we want, but it could be someone we're not talking about that could be a good presence for this locker room at said position. Like, again, there's positions out there that we might not be thinking about that Goody might be targeting.
Do you think Goody's
we're not Goody?
Do you think he's ready to bring in a Julius Peppers type? Do you think that? Like,
again, we're saying 30, not 34. We're saying 30 plus.
The Packers are just so abnormally young. Yeah. Like, he just is so set on going young to a degree by which I think there is a ceiling on this team's potential.
And you got to look at who.
Which is why you would think he might need to change it a little bit.
It's true.
Because he talked about championship and urgency. I have faith. Strofe, you got faith?
I got faith, Benny.
Strope's got faith. I got faith. Do you got faith?
I don't got faith.
Kyle, come on, Kyle.
I mean,
you got
that
faith?
helps. I'm not going to lie.
Goody.
This is George Michael?
It's an off-season of urgency, boys.
You got to have faith.
What if they go trade for Trey Hendrickson, who's 31? What if they sign Devonte Adams, who's 31?
I would love that.
What if they do both?
That would
now we're
be a
getting a little crazy.
That would be a
How much
perfect
faith do you got?
Now you're punch drunk on a Friday.
I got
Oh, no,
faith,
he's playing
baby.
music on a Friday.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but this one has no innuendos to it.
Oh, I don't know. What's
that I know of.
I don't think so.
You know what song I was thinking about?
Strokes panic and he's starting to play the music down.
There was a rock song. I'm sorry to derail us. There was a rock song that basically
I don't like when you derail
this.
us.
It covers this song.
Great drop in, Kyle. Just brilliant.
No way.
A metal band? All right, good drop in because your way of describing it was very good.
I'm shocked. Strofe never heard that before. The rock one. We'll find it during the break. I'm sure KBN Nation knows.
I'm not pumping
He goes, we'll find it during the break, a.k.a. Strofe. You're going to have to find it during the break.
I can't look for it now.
Yeah, but you wouldn't look for it.
I'm locked in and I'm focused.
I'm locked in, waving to people.
Well, the little boy is waving, so I got to say hello to him. What do I got to do? I got to show
He had a cool hat on, actually.
He did have a cool hat
Kyle's
on.
a man of the people.
I am
so
a man
many
of the
people
people.
walk by the 3rd Street Market Hall, and Kyle's, hey!
There's some
waving
different
to
people here, too. Oh.
Yeah.
It's the Comic Con, Anime Con.
Anime Milwaukee is this weekend at the Baird Center.
I didn't see
There's
this.
some wild
with tails.
Yeah,
So
you'll
at
see
this
tails,
point,
horns, and
at
swords.
this point, do you think over 0.5 Packers will be signed over the age of 30 plus?
No, KBN Nation, let's not be fools. And if it happens, then we should be excited because if it happens, that means they're bringing in somebody that's pretty good and a solid veteran. So right now, I'm going to say absolutely not. The Green Bay Packers aren't going to do it. So come Monday, if it does happen, I'll be able to jump for joy. But I think Goody's going to stick to his formula of looking for young guys who are coming into of their prime. That's what Goody likes, and I think that's what we'll find out this next couple coming weeks.
It sounds like it was a Limp Bizkit covered Faith by George Michael. I've seen it 4 different places.
Exactly,
now.
because I'm not tripping. I know that was my time.
You listen to Limp Bizkit?
Come on now, I went to Whitefish Bay. I heard some Limp Bizkit. Travis Barker, is he part of that? No?
I don't know.
Don't look at
182.
Okay, well,
don't look at Brad and I when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Y'all don't even know rock music? What the hell were y'all doing?
Well, I don't know, like
playing
hard
hoops,
rock.
man.
Limp Bizkit is the one at what was the festival called again? 99. It was the one they did in 69, then they brought it back. Woodstock 99, and then they were the band that led to all the fires and the
I gotta
overfilling.
confirm this, but I think my dad was at the original Woodstock.
In 69?
wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. One of the greatest music festivals ever.
That is pretty wild.
It doesn't add up, though.
Is your dad, was he born before? Fred Durst, that's the one.
He's 12 years old. Could you go to Woodstock
That is
at
the
12?
one.
No,
I mean,
yeah,
you
12
could,
years.
you
No.
could linger there. But
Your grandparents?
Hey, no. You're right. The 69 Woodstock had a bunch of underage people at it, like 12, 13, 14, 15-year-olds. So it wouldn't be abnormal.
I mean, I'm going to shoot him a text. I want to see how cool my
Great
dad
documentary
is.
on both of those Woodstocks.
Wait a minute. Dang, your dad started quick. He started early, huh?
What
It's
you
a
mean
different era,
started
Kyle.
early?
Yeah, like the same age. Well, I mean,
different era.
in his 20s, he started having babies.
Josh and Kenosha, you agree with Kyle on what? Everyone wants to know what anyone agrees with Kyle on.
That Limp Bizkit song is good.
So as a Bears fan, I absolutely understand his frustration with the management of the Packers. Because what is the definition of insanity, boys?
Doing the same thing
Doing
over
the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Y'all been doing the same thing for how many years now, and you've gotten the same result. Bears are in the same category. And you've seen now the last couple of years with Ryan Poles, he's done things a little bit differently. Now, obviously, the head coaching situation aside, he's made moves, right? Ryan Poles absolutely fleeced the Panthers, right?
That's true.
With the TJ Moore trade.
Point taken.
So, it's okay to change a little bit of what you do while staying the same, if that makes sense.
I hear
it's
you,
okay
Josh.
to stay young.
I hear you.
This is the smartest Bears fan ever.
A very rational.
And he's still dumb.
He don't live in Illinois because if he lived in Illinois,
He lives in Kenosha.
See, because he got to.
And he's listening to us, so he's becoming smarter. He's trying to take pieces of what we talk about and apply it to his fandom.
There is a level of, though, you make a change, and it could go well, but it could go poorly. right? I mean, you could.
He's risk averse. That's why there's no change.
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Got to take a look at yourself
Let's go,
and make that
trade
change. I'm looking for the man in the mirror.
That's enough.
I like that song.
Let's play it out.
Play
Trade
it.
for
I like the
Trey Hendrickson. We'll give up a second. We'll sign him to $30 million a year.
Bring him on.
And we'll have all this dead money. And he's 32 years old. And in 2 years he falls off a cliff. You got dead money. You got lack of draft picks.
I'd rather take all those things. Take the swing.
Take a swing.
We're
already playing with the defensive line that already all fell off a cliff and can't produce.
Brad, do you realize what he can do to this defense? This defense last year was already top 10 in sacks because Jeff Hafley is a magician. He was able to make it work. Give him somebody who can pass rush, who can get to the quarterback, who says, "Know what? Y'all ain't got to rush. I'm gonna take care of this for y'all. I'm gonna get my 17.5 sacks."
Listen, I agree. And I'm the one who said also that they should go for Trey Hendrickson. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as you just do it in your championship team.
Do not worry about
any transaction.
Brad, you need to shut up and just gotta have faith.
Gotta have a little faith.
Play the Limp Bizkit version, man.
Play
it on the way in for sure.
I'm not playing it on the way in. It's Friday.
No, play it now.
You gotta have faith.
I kind of want to hear it.
We gotta hear it now.
Make sure it's edited.
I'm telling you, when I heard this song, I'm like, I've heard this before, but I don't remember listening to George Michael.
I will be shocked if the Limp Bizkit version is anything similar to the George Michael version.
It's better.
And if you are going to be coming back from break as you're driving through Tsunami Express, you're going to be in that car wash, you're going to turn it up and be like, gotta have faith.
That's right. That might as well be the soundtrack as you go through Tsunami Express car wash, because you're going to be enjoying every single minute of it. And guess what? If you're in Oak Creek, good news for you. There's a new Tsunami Express car wash opening up right now in Oak Creek. 6900 South 27th Street, right next to Menards. This is the final weekend of the grand opening celebration, and you get some major deals in the grand opening celebration. Free washes during the grand opening, $5 for your first month of unlimited washing. That $5, that's less than a single wash as it is. Not only that, here's another reason, a big reason to go. 100% of the grand opening proceeds go to Special Spaces Wisconsin. That's a nonprofit that creates dream bedrooms for children battling cancer. So not only do you get all the wonderful services of Tsunami Express, but you're going to feel good about it because you're going to help a kid's dream come true battling cancer. Go to Tsunami Express, particularly the one in Oak Creek. There's 6 convenient locations all around Milwaukee, and enjoy your beautifully clean car inside and out, and experience the wash, chill, repeat cycle that is Tsunami Express.
Strofe.
I'm showing you that door. Run, gotta have faith.
Kyle jamming out on YouTube.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Steph, your biggest strength in life that you bring to this world?
Probably my wife, because she keeps me calm. Even when I'm cursing at the TV during Packers games, I always know I can fall back on her.
That's sweet, man. Who knew KBN Nation with so many simps? Boy, I love this. I love this.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 43, still solid out of the Capitol Drive area all the way down through the Marquette and over the high rise. Back on the brakes from Lapham down to the KK River. Northbound's backed up from Kilbourne all the way up to Keefe. Westbound 894 dealing with an accident that is in the right lane right about at Loomis. So we've got big delays leaving the Mitchell interchange all the way out to that point. So give yourself tons of extra time to get through that. And checking the TMJ for Storm King forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 23. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Will Myles Garrett be in Green Bay next season?
You add a Myles Garrett without giving up a ton. All of a sudden, now you start looking, well, then they got Edgerrin Cooper at the next level. Oh, and then they got Xavier McKinney at the next level. Oh. The Packers have an opportunity here to make the big splash, and I think they should go and do it.
Stay up to date on all your Packers off-season news with Wilde and Tausch. Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN Milwaukee YouTube channel.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and roll for riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
An ESPN Radio Extra Point with Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, and Michelle Smallman.
I think people have an illusion of how good this Cowboys team is. You got to remember, they have key pieces on their team, both sides of the ball, that are going to potentially be gone this year. Zach Martin just retired. DeMarcus Lawrence is a free agent. Your leading rusher, Rico Dowdle, is a free agent. Jordan Lewis, who is a respected leader in that locker room in that secondary, is a free agent. And not to mention the other guys that are a year away from free agency that you probably better get contracts worked out with sooner rather than later. So there are a lot of issues that this team is facing from a contractual standpoint, and I struggle to see a world where they have enough resources, enough cap space to take care of all of the players that are currently on the roster and then add in the areas that they need to improve in order to be competitive with the upper echelon teams in the NFC.
Lowe's knows that your deadlines don't change, even when your job does. But with Lowe's Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, we'll help you adjust on the fly. And when you absolutely can't leave the project, we can deliver to your job site as soon as same day. Lowe's knows pros. We help, you save. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Robinhood Gold members can now enjoy the VIP treatment, receiving a 3% IRA match on annual retirement contributions. With Robinhood Gold, the perks of the high net worth are now available for any net worth. The new gold standard is here with Robinhood Gold. To receive a 3% boost on annual IRA contributions, sign up at Robinhood.com/gold. Investing involves risk. 3% match requires Robinhood Gold $5 a month for 1 year from first match. Must keep funds in IRA for 5 years. Go to Robinhood.com/boost. Robinhood Financial LLC member SIPC. Gold membership is offered by Robinhood Gold LLC.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Your business, it's all about telling your story. That's what a brand is, right? Your customers, your business partners, whoever it is, when they see your logo, your insignia, they get something in their mind. Your brand is telling your story. Well, 3 Tree Marketing, they're the best at telling that story. They are the premier full-service branded merchandising agency that is going to help your business tell your story. You're going to separate from all the rest with new teammates, business partners, specialized gifting, onboarding kits, whatever it is. 3 Tree Marketing is going to take your business to the next level in the eyes of everybody else. They're going to think outside the box, be an extension of your team, and you're going to be helped by 3 Tree Marketing to continue to have your business and your brand ascend. I know whenever we use them, we couldn't be happier with our results. See what else 3 Tree Marketing can do for your team and set an appointment today at 3treemarketing.com.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position. Pole Position on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is presented by Great Lakes Dragway, a 1/4-mile long drag strip, plus a drift pad. Even drive your own car on the track. Find full event schedule and ticket information at GreatLakesDragway.com.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman hanging with you till 5 o'clock with a giddy Alex Strofe in the producer's booth running the show.
We're trying to
rein in the Gen Z energy.
You guys are the mature ones. Excuse me.
We are.
Notice how none of you can say that with a straight face.
No, we're laughing at you.
Because we know.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. List is more. See us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN.
Kyle, are you implying something went wrong last week when Brad wasn't here?
I'm saying that the last couple weeks ago when we did this dang thing, something did go wrong. And so I just, now that we have Brad here.
Full transparency, we may have gotten in a little hot water with management, and it may or may not have been my fault.
It was.
Can you get to pole position, damn it? I'm gonna slap you silly.
Slap the taste out of his mouth.
You want to get more trouble with management? You slap me silly.
Gen Z go crying away.
That'd be good content.
I just got an email yesterday saying you need to sign this dang thing.
Oh, I didn't see the company handbook. Does it say no slapping?
Let me read this real quick.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I think I gotta read this one.
This one
I was like, this is real.
Serious.
I mean, Kyle, we started this company, and Strofe, even part of you a little bit. I mean, you're 2016. I'm 2017. Company handbook.
Yeah, no, for real though. For real. So
now it's like
I signed that handbook right away.
You
of course
read
you did.
it.
I did. I didn't read it, but I signed it. That was the instruction. Sign it.
You didn't know what you signed. Boy, you should read it.
All right, we start with our worst poll of the week on pole position. Honestly, not a bad poll. It's just a bad situation over at Jim, Matt, and Molly, which is weekdays 4 to 6 on ESPN Madison. So yesterday, to celebrate the return of Molly Brown, who is returning from maternity leave this week.
Twins, Basil, twins.
They've been out at a bunch of different places in the community, remote broadcasts all week. And yesterday they were at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, which has multiple locations in the Madison area.
They food good.
Their food is delicious. Matt Hamilton showed up to the wrong one.
Oh my gosh.
So, whose fault is it when Matt Hamilton goes to the wrong location for a remote broadcast? Is that on Matt Hamilton or is it on ESPN Madison management?
Oh, that's Matt Hamilton. Matt Hamilton didn't check his emails, nor did he not confirm. If there's multiple locations, you got to confirm. Matt is too old to be doing that. That's something you do in your 20s, not in your 40s, 30s. How old is Matt?
He's in his upper 30s.
He's in his 30s, yeah.
Oh, so he's like, all right, my age, huh?
Yeah, he's I think he's like 3 years older than me.
Stop,
he's probably
he
your
ain't
age.
35.
Yeah, 35,
Matt Hamilton's
36.
35?
Damn, why are you coming at him like that? Why you make him sound like he's ancient, like he's 45?
A little gruff.
He look a little bit older than 35.
Like he's seen some life.
Yeah, but that's what's up.
He's freshly 36.
Oh, wow.
Turned 36 last month.
Well, I thought he was 42. I don't know why. I just felt like he was 40.
Maybe because when he won his gold medal Olympic curling,
so young.
He was so young, and it was a long time ago, and he's still living off that.
Well, he was 20. He was 28 when he won the gold medal.
Now let me answer the question here, because unfortunately it pains me to kill this. The boringest person at ESPN Madison replied to this tweet. His name is Ryan Wollersheim. If you catch any of our program from 2 to 4, we bring Wooly in because he has a tough life trying to find a lady, and so we try and give him advice.
Terrible.
And you said, anything that is inanimate as an object has more personality than Ryan Wollersheim.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And so Ryan replied to this tweet and said, this poll is missing an option.
Jesse Nelson.
Very good, Brad. All blame when things go wrong goes to the lack of communication with Jesse Nelson. Jesse is the problem.
Oh, wow. Well, I like Jesse having to check, so I ain't going to throw you under the bus, Jesse.
I'm going to go with Matt Hamilton on this one. You got to know where you're going, right? I mean, the emails get sent out. We know where we're going, generally speaking. So, I don't know. Jesse Nelson, you could maybe let it roll up to for blame, but it's on Matt.
So here's the thing. I'm actually going to pick ESPN Madison management. Here's why. For those of you that may not be aware, I used to produce that show. When Rutledge and Hamilton, which is now Jim, Matt, and Molly, launched, I was the producer.
Cool.
Yeah, sure. Cool. I'll give you one. Working with a guy like Matt Hamilton, you learn he does it Matt's way. One of the things about Matt that he does is he openly says he does not use his company email. Doesn't use it. Won't download it. Says he can't log in. I've logged him in. He just logs out and says he can't log in.
I know that type.
That's not okay.
That's beside the point. But when you were dealing with talent, like you three individuals.
No, like the Chewies, the Tausches, the Hamiltons.
You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know if you send an email, they're not reading it, right? So I actually blame management for not specifically spelling out, hey, Matt, you were at this restaurant, this location, here's the address.
See, this is you failed as a producer. You needed to make sure that he became not as big-headed as he is to make you send that.
Ben, you think I didn't try?
Not hard enough.
No, this is on Matt, because you know what, Matt? How do you get in your car and put in the GPS you're going to this location? If you're going to risk, because listen, I am even one that if I have to be somewhere, I may GPS it or look at the email once I get into the car and say, where am I? I did it this morning. Literally, last night I said, where am I going? And I messaged the person, is this the address? And they said yes and confirm. You got to confirm it if there's multiple locations. He just decided, I'll go there.
This actually bothers me as a sales teammate and a content teammate and just an overall teammate. I hate this.
All right.
Yeah.
Rough
outing. All right, let's move on to one of the greatest polls.
No, I actually
I know you do.
We all sit through IT training. We're signing the handbook, and this guy doesn't even log into his email. It's absolutely ridiculous.
So he ain't taking out one training. He said handbook. What
you see what I'm saying? It's kind of
and then they jumping down your throat.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
He didn't even see the damn email that said sign the handbook.
What handbook?
What did you guys have to sign? I didn't have to sign anything.
I just showed up.
La-dee-dee, la-dee-da. Oh, wrong location. The check's going to clear. Send that to them.
Wow.
Meanwhile, my boy be shaking in his boots. Hey, don't do it. Stop.
Stroke, please, Stroke. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going to choke you, Stroke. Don't.
You did say that.
I did. On the air.
And Matt Hamilton don't know what's going on.
And now he's throwing strays at teammates.
Absolutely. Same standard for everybody.
I'm team betting here.
Same standard.
I'm team betting.
That's why I'm not.
If any of us did that, maybe except Brad. If me, Kyle, or Ben did any
what
of
the
this,
hell is wrong with you guys?
Right, in the office.
You'd be off the show the rest of the week.
No doubt.
Oh, you gonna learn to open up your email?
You're gonna sign that handbook, and I'm gonna use my arm and your hand to sign it.
You show up to the road location on a Tuesday, we're not talking to you till Monday. Anyway.
It's so true.
So now you know why it hit a nerve.
Deep anger right there.
Now you know why it hit a nerve.
Yeah, wow, that's what you guys go
what's
through?
wrong? I mean, I made a mistake.
Brad gets 5 emails a day. He's like, I see a handbook.
Let's go to one of the greatest poll questions ever. And I'm serious when I say this. This might be one of the best polls I've ever seen in the history of this segment. This one comes from the Homer Hour yesterday with Homer and Super Bowl champion Brian Bulaga. Who has a better chance of playing for the Packers next season? Is it Jair Alexander or is it DK Metcalf?
DK Metcalf.
That is an amazing poll question.
It's DK.
It's DK Metcalf because there's no shot Jair's going to be a Packers. You know that.
I wouldn't say
What did you talk to Jason Molley last night to give you new information?
How do you know that?
Because it's the only way you'd actually.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
No, I voted for DK Metcalf as well, but I think it's a pretty low shot for both of them, and that's why I struggle with who to vote for.
But zero.
But they're both a low shot.
Zero.
But the lower shot is 100% Jair.
I think that's probably accurate.
So that's why I don't know why.
Here's the
Can we all just take a second to believe Strofe thought this was the greatest poll of all time?
I was so prepared for
something like a bombshell.
I probably oversold it.
Yes,
it's a really good poll. But here's why.
It's an interesting.
Brad, wasn't it you that made the case a week ago of hey, maybe they could figure it out with Jair?
Yeah, well, I said that by the team structure and to compete, they need a dude back there. And
so
trade rumors have already come out. Too much damage has been done by both sides.
Yeah,
you say that,
Strofe. Are you trying to windhorse me right now with the 2 fingers in the air?
I'm saying maybe we've been a little too sure on the whole Jair situation.
No.
I think we're pretty sure.
There's been enough information put out there that they are looking for a trade, or they're probably going to release him. He's not coming back.
But what if they release him and sign him to a smaller deal?
Okay, and that's it for poll position because Strofe made the best poll of all time, actually the worst poll of all time.
The results are 51-49. It's a great poll.
Which side is actually on the winning side?
Jair.
Man, 51% of people are out of touch.
That Homer Hour audience, I tell you. Old senile.
Old senile.
Probably couldn't see going on Twitter X.
Come on now. You're taking a.
I love.
They're probably listening to us right now on the way to the Homer Hour.
Here he goes. I love the Homer Hour.
Look, I love the Homer Hour.
I do. I know. I love me some Uncle Homer.
He is the best. He is the best.
I've been around Homer for a long time. I got pictures of Homer in my phone from
All right, Brad, tell us about Bank 5-9 because he's doing the I love Homer and then he does the thing where he overcompensates and he's acting like he goes home and looks at pictures of Homer.
Yeah, I mean, Kyle might like Homer. But we all love Bank 5-9. That's because Bank 5-9, as you are leaving work right now and you're cashing that paycheck, it's a Friday after all, so you might just be earning that paycheck. It's time that paycheck does a little bit of earning for you. And you're going to want to check out these top of the market CD specials from Bank 5.9. You can earn as much as 4.8% from one of Bank 5.9's limited time CD specials. And with multiple different lengths and duration, you can pick one that fits you. I mean, it's just another way that Bank 5.9 is making your life better. I mean, where else can you find a rate like that in today's economy where interest rates are all over the place and crazy? Leave it to my friends at Bank 5.9 to give you a steady, surefire 4.8% for their CD special. Bank 5.9, making lives better all over the great southeastern Wisconsin area, and they're doing it again with their CD specials. These rates won't last long, so you got to hurry. Check out my friends at bank59.com/CD for more specials. For more details, member FDIC.
One of my favorite things that Alex Strofe has done since producing Kyle Brust and Nortman was creating this attack ad of Kyle Wallace, our very own Kyle Wallace. So if you did not hear the attack ad that we're talking about right now, you must not go anywhere because it's brilliant. Kyle Wallace wants to be in politics? Well, that's out the window next.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
Listen, Diana, that's her name. Listen, we all about positive manifestation. I like you, Diana. All it is
Dirty
negative.
Diana.
Criticize.
Dirty Diana.
I love you, Kyle.
Love you too, girl.
I love you, Kyle.
I love you too. That's what I'm talking about. The real Packer Nation.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Southbound on 43, still a hefty ride from Capitol all the way down through the Marquette down to the KK River. Northbound 43 slowing from Kilbourne up past Keefe. Got an accident on westbound 894 just past Loomis, blocking that right lane, making for a nasty ride coming out of the Mitchell interchange all the way to that point. On the eastbound side, we've got delays basically backing up, actually on the bypass southbound from National Avenue down and around the Hale interchange past Forest Home. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. They know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, partly cloudy skies, a low of 23. And then for tomorrow, partly cloudy with a high of 45. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Betty Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Ever notice how wine enthusiasts often speak a completely different language? And while that language may technically be English, to most people it's anything but. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we stock over 8,000 varieties of wine and speak many dialects of wine English to help everyone, from the wine novice to the master sommelier. So if you need an expert recommendation for wine, or maybe you know what you want and simply need help locating it, our experienced staff has got your back. No matter the budget, occasion, or your level of wine expertise, Discount Liquor will make you feel at home. Discount Liquor, unmatched selection, everyday low prices, a helpful staff, and 2 convenient locations. In Milwaukee on 51st and Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
Discount Liquor.
She's different and special and loaded with personality.
And there's one more thing, but you can't explain it in words.
She's the one.
She's the one.
The one.
You know it.
Your friends know it.
The whole world knows it.
We curated a special selection of engagement rings for her.
Can you guess what we call it?
We call it the One Collection by Kessler's.
Because these engagement rings are different.
And special.
And loaded with personality.
And one more thing. But you can't explain it in words.
Engagement rings in the One Collection start at just $725.
But some of them are more.
A lot more.
But we've got you covered.
First, we have 12 months financing at 0%. Or
second, we have 36 months financing at 9.99%, both with approved credit.
Third, we have second chance financing if you need someone to give you a second chance.
And don't forget the Kessler's warranty.
The strongest warranty of any jewelry store in the world.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some great news from my friends at Bank 5-9. For a limited time, you can earn as much as 4.8% on one of their CD specials. With 9, 17, and 25-month options, you're sure to find a CD that fits your needs while you earn a great return. It's simply another way Bank 5-9 is making lives better in our communities. Hurry! These high rates won't last long. Check out bank59.com/CD for more details. Member FDIC.
American Family Insurance is a lot like Captain America. He protects the world.
It's just doing my job.
And we help protect your dreams with amazing auto and home coverage. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com. And see Marvel Studios' Captain America: Brave New World.
Suit up. We need to move.
In theaters February 14th. This film is not yet rated.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love?
I am down a deep rabbit hole right now.
Oh, wow. It's quick in the last. That's what you did in 4 minutes?
That concerns me.
It shouldn't.
It does.
Because all I can think about right now is going over to Potawatomi Casino Hotel and their brand new sports book. Because I just want baseball season to be here. I'm looking at tweets. I'm looking at spring training. I'm getting deep, guys. I'm getting really deep, and I can't wait for Brewers baseball. And just know that if you go to a Brewers game, who are a great sponsor of the Brewers Radio Network and do the post-game show, because you know why it makes sense? I'm probably hitting at a 90% clip of if I go to a Brewers game, I end up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. And now, if it's a 1 o'clock Brewers game, say, hey, maybe Monday, March 30th? It's a 1:15, 1:10 game. What do you do after the game? You go right to Potawatomi Casino Hotel because there's going to be basketball. 31st. Very good. There's a day off in between there. I forgot that. There's going to be plenty of stuff going on at night, even on a Monday. It's got everything. Great food, 2,000 square foot video wall, and tons of high-flying action. So check it out. PaysBig.com, Potawatomi Casino Hotel. I'm not a Simpsons guy, but is there a GIF or a meme of like one of the, or maybe I'm thinking of the Grinch right now?
Oh boy, here we go.
You know when
clearly the rabbit hole wasn't very informational.
No, my rabbit hole was just getting like deep into Brewers and like my head's Yoho last night and watching them strike out Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker's one of the best hitters in the AL, and just watching the nasty stuff from some of the pitchers.
Is he ready? Is he ready to be a setup man?
Probably not yet because they're still tossing him not against the high quality opponents just yet. And the high quality batters that play early in spring training. But the stuff is there. He is nestizzle. Mizorowski, I don't know how to say his last name.
That's right.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Wow. 3 innings. 3 Ks, 9 up, 9 down. Like, this is what the Brewers do. They just get me excited because they keep doing the thing where they just get the guys and the laboratory does the thing.
How do they keep doing that? Don't
ask.
Remarkable.
Don't ask. Just accept it.
Okay, do you think he can be a starter?
I can't go that far yet. I'm going day by day. I'm on 2025 Milwaukee Brewers right now.
I get Josh Hader vibes from him.
Again, don't jump the gun. I'm
sorry. Okay,
no,
you're right.
Josh Hader vibes.
And here's that would be a good thing, but a bad thing. No, hopefully it doesn't end the way the Hader thing did.
But I mean, Josh was supposed to be a starter.
But at the end of the day, the Hader thing, as much as it sucked, it kind of was the right move. I hate to say it in retrospect.
Great move, yeah.
I know, but I'm not gonna lie. It made a lot of people upset in the moment. Just like this may have upset Kyle in the moment. One of Alex Stroh's best production work is done by creating a moment where Kyle Wallace, if ever, doesn't sign the company handbook or ever is not with Good Karma Brands and heads into his political career. His political career is already over before it started. Alex Stroh is on attack.
You've heard the term man of the house, but do we really want someone like Kyle Wallace leading the charge?
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I'll run that mug.
The man of the house? who's too busy saving money to actually spend it on baby girl?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Is this really who you want as a leader? Someone more concerned about his wallet than his relationships?
I'm Alex Strofe, and I approve this message.
Gosh, you nailed I approve this message,
so
too.
good.
The way it just deadpans to Alex Strofe is so good.
Yeah, again, I stand behind what I said earlier, KBN.
But you had said some of that stuff was out of context.
So initially, I lost my composure, okay? I'm a work in progress. I lost my composure early because I wasn't expecting that. It hit me out the blue. But now that I have my composure, I stand by everything that I said in there. I truly do.
Let's take a deeper dive into one of the things that you said was out of context.
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug. You know what I'm saying? She sent me the text. I ain't got to say nothing, but absolutely not.
Mm-hmm. That's respect. That's a lot of respect for a partner.
That sounds like a king of his castle, right? Just like she can tell. See, here's the thing about me. See, I'm equality. I push for equality. See,
really sounds like it.
Listen, I'm the man of the house, and she's the queen of the house, right? And so that's what it is. And if I did something that was out of pocket,
spin that's not working.
If I did something that was out of pocket, and I said, "Oh, I want to do this," she would say, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not." I would say, "You know what? You're right, baby. You are my queen. You're the queen of that castle, and you're right. That is out of pocket."
Which word do you take? The guy right now on the defense?
I'm I'm standing on business.
Or the guy in this attack ad where I think it really encapsulates the person we've gotten to know over the last year and a half.
See, when I say I'm not going to spend $3 on her, it's called being fiscally responsible. I know you gentlemen like. I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her. I mean, you all should be happy that I'm fiscally responsible.
I love that he's looking in the camera as if one day he might need to use this clip to make a defense ad for himself.
There is nobody.
And by the way, Strofe, I think I can say with certainty, there you go. This ain't the last of the Kyle Wallace ads.
Listen, there's nobody.
You can say that with certainty.
There's nobody in this world, right, that respects women, that respects baby girl more than I do. There's nobody. I'm telling you, I have a great track record. Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug. and that's what she expects. She expects me to run the house in the way that we agreed. There's great respect and admiration there, and so, love.
A YouTuber, Joseph, chimed in, and I'm curious as well. I thought it was Hunter Vaughn of ESPN Madison. It's actually Tony Cartagena of the Thanalysis Show?
That is correct. I used a little modulation there to make his voice a little bit more scary and deep.
One last time before we get... Is Gary Ellerson going to join us, or are we just going to cold call him?
Yeah, we're going to cold call him. He didn't reply to my text.
You've heard the term man of the house, but do we really want someone like Kyle Wallace leading the charge?
Listen, man of the house. You know what I'm saying? I run that mug.
The man of the house who's too busy saving money to actually spend it on baby girl?
I love my girl, but I ain't spending $3 on her.
Is this really who you want as a leader? Someone more concerned about his wallet than his relationships?
I'm Alex Strofe, and I approve this message.
One thing I want to add here is...
People love me. Look at people waving. I don't see people waving at you.
They won't be waving once they hear the attack ad.
No, they understand. That woman understands. She gets it.
For all the millions of dollars spent on advertising and political ads, Strofe put together for free with content we already had. And it took, 3 minutes?
Well, the issue is... it would be much harder to make one of these against Brad. Kyle makes it pretty easy.
Yeah, no, but my point is like, just know this is the start.
This is the beginning
of a very long journey for Kyle Wallace.
As we lead up to our 1.5 mile race, which will likely happen in May, there will be attack ad after attack ad after attack ad. You're going to be going to sleep. You're going to be dreaming about, Strofe!
I'm built for this. I'm a Wallace. I'm built for this. I ain't worried about that. We shake it off.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
You're a producer, too. You want to do ads back at Strofe?
I actually have other things to do at my job than
which
waste
includes
time
producing.
doing that. Not for this show.
Oh, listen, he's too good for you, is what he just said, Brad.
So.
I know.
Slowly old me over
No,
here,
I have other things to do. I don't have time to play little games like this.
Oh, yeah, you got to go talk to Truth Nation when you're actually on ESPN Milwaukee like you did earlier today?
Oh.
I also need help deciphering why Homer texted Adams to our Harper's Talking text line.
He wants Adams.
Oh, he's going to fill us in on the other side.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman
top 5 of my guys throughout my career. Of
just one
guys.
below me. I was just putting myself in the ranking.
He loves himself.
On ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Multiple sclerosis is an unpredictable, often disabling disease of the central nervous system. There is currently no cure for MS. Symptoms vary from person to person, and MS does not discriminate, as anyone can be diagnosed. An estimated 1 million people in the United States live with MS, with more than 20,000 right here in Wisconsin. The National MS Society funds cutting-edge research, drives change through advocacy, and provides programs and services to help people affected by MS live their best lives. Connect with nationalmssociety.org to learn more.
That weird Wisconsin weather is here. Snow one day, sun the next. But you can always count on Tsunami Express to keep your car clean. With 6 locations across southeastern Milwaukee, Tsunami Express helps fight that salt, grime, and mud with powerful vacuums and state-of-the-art wash technology. Technology like their best-in-class T2 with graphene for a long-lasting shine and protection. Stop at any Tsunami Express location and get your first wash free when you sign up online at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat. Terms and conditions apply. First wash free for new members only.
Are you ready to shake things up at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee? All you gotta do is toss your rewards card into your favorite slots for drawing entries and a chance to be in the Roll for Riches game show. What's on the table? Oh, just $300K in cash and prizes. Play this March, and Thursday nights, you could get on a winning streak that, frankly, you deserve. Let it ride and Roll for Riches. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
When you don't compromise on the court, you shouldn't compromise off of it either. Lose the calories, not the taste. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Copyright 2024.
Hey, Bucks fans, enjoy Michelob Ultra at Johnny's Poorhouse, Pleasant Prairie, Maxwell's in Cedarburg, Who's on 3rd Milwaukee, Romine's High Pockets, Milwaukee, and Camp Bar, Wauwatosa. Michelob Ultra, proud sponsor of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Want to know where the snow is? Snow River Mountain Resort in Michigan's UP is buried in it over 125 inches of pure natural powder this season alone. Skip the airport hassle and head to the UP's only resort with high-speed lifts. We're talking deep snow, zero crowds, and a season that stretches well into April. Why fly south when winter's best-kept secret is right here in your backyard? Make this spring break legendary at Snow River Mountain Resort. Snow River Mountain Resort, where the snow stays longer and the lines move faster. Visit snowriver.com to book now.
You're back at the gym. Your new gym outfit? On point. Your new sneakers? Baller. You've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So when you take your first yoga class in 10 months, your body might surprise you, but your checking account won't. You've got this with Access Checking from Associated Bank. See associatedbank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
Whether you're about to graduate high school or have been in the workforce for years, it's time to take control of your future. Welcome to Lakeland University, where you call the shots. We use our flexible learning formats to customize your degree path. In-person, online, and virtual classes are all available. Lakeland University is designed around you, your goals, your schedule, your future. You can even earn up to 25% of your degree via paid work experiences. Ready to take control of your future? Let us customize an education to fit your needs. Visit lakeland.edu/ESPN to learn more.
True Chicago-style pizza is thin, crispy, and cut into squares. And thanks to Connie's Frozen Pizza, you can enjoy a true slice of the city. You'll enjoy it so much you won't even mind where it comes from. Connie's Frozen Pizzas are made from the same cornmeal crust Connie's has been serving for over 60 years. They're perfectly cheesy, perfectly saucy, and they're exactly what you crave. Get to know the true Chicago style with Connie's Frozen Pizza. Born in Chicago, loved by cheeseheads. Available in a freezer aisle near you.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin and WisconsinOnDemand.com.
Joining us on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman is Gary Ellerson.
Why are you guys screaming?
Oh, we love you. We miss you, man.
Because Homer's in the room.
It's a Friday
and whenever
theory.
Homer's in the room, everybody screams.
We got to yell.
Why are you guys screaming? I mean, everybody's screaming. You know, I heard
You just get up from a nap, old man. Why are you so grumpy?
Homer's doing double duty. I heard Homer this morning. He's doing double duty, right?
Oh, he definitely took a nap then.
I just want to let you know, Gary, you'd be proud. I demanded they pay me double what they used to pay me.
Oh, wow. That's power right there.
You didn't take math, whatever times 0 is.
Well played, Homer. That
hurts.
The man who has siblings who went to Ivy League schools probably is the smartest man in this room.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
No.
Yeah.
Just the dumbest man.
Who's the smartest man in this room?
Not a very high bar.
Brad?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nortman.
Yeah.
Why is Nortman the smartest man in this room?
I just go by the
Brookfield
things that he's
Central, man.
done
Did he go to
prior to
Brookfield
here.
Central G knows.
I don't care where you went to school. That's nothing to do with how smart you are.
GE, what's on your mind? I want to know what's on your mind.
Well, it would be something that you hit me up with. Was that earlier this week? That my guy Sweet Feet? What's his name?
Yeah, James White,
running back.
the former running back of the Badgers, many-time Super Bowl champion of the New England Patriots, is taking the running back's job with the Fighting Illini and Brett Bielema.
Ooh.
So what? Travesty.
What? I don't blame him.
It's a good opportunity.
No. And I said that too.
So what's the question you want to know? Because I probably can come up with an answer with the smartest guy in the room.
You should be working at Wisconsin.
Well, there's
what
not a
the
question.
hell is
There's
going
not-
on at
there's-
Wisconsin?
there's
All
not-
these
there's
former
not a
players going to
question.
others goes, you know what Wisconsin is?
It's
They're
not a
fighting
question.
Wisconsin. That's what it should be.
It's not a question. It would be if that dude wanted to coach, they should have gave him a job at Wisconsin first.
But Fickle wants to do it his own way, right? I mean,
that's fine. That's fine.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
But that's what you get.
Probably wrong.
That's what you get. That's what you get when you go outside the family.
That's exactly right.
That is 100% correct.
Because if Paul Chris was still the
Now
coach,
let me ask you this:
he'd be at an opportunity
take away the fact that James was a Badger. What do you think is a better opportunity to coach running backs right now, Wisconsin or Illinois?
It's easy.
I think it's a toss-up.
No. Gary's not a toss-up.
Sure
he has a coach in which he was successful, which led him to the NFL.
Gary,
that likely is running a similar system that he could add value, where he has a relationship and trust.
No.
Physical brand of football
Excuse
in
me.
Illinois?
Illinois is ranked in the top 25 at some point last year, I believe. Wisconsin sucks right now.
No, you just go coach football. You just go coach the running backs. I mean, you got to run the football. I mean, that translates to whatever offense you in. If you're going to get the ball, James White can coach in any offense because that just do what you do. I mean,
Gary, if James White was on the staff with Luke Fickell, he may not be here in 2 years.
I was just going to say that.
Illinois has with Brett Bielema.
No.
That's the difference.
No. See, and that's my whole point. That even shouldn't be that. Even if Luke Fickell leaves, James White should stay as long as he wants.
Leaves? Fired. When you fire somebody, everybody get their walking papers.
And then it's on his resume.
James White stays as long as he wants. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, there's no way he stays as long as he wants. That's not how it works in this new.
Yeah, ask Jim Leonard how that
turns
went.
over too much.
You stay as
There's
long
no
as you want.
loyalty anymore, GE.
Ask Jimmy Leonard how that
Well,
went.
I'm saying it changed. That's what happened. Listen, I think let's say if Jimmy Leonard was the head coach at Wisconsin, James White would be the running backs coach if he wanted to be at Wisconsin. He'd stay there as long as he wants.
That'd be family. Yeah. It depends on who you bring in.
Just saying. Yeah, just all I'm saying. I mean, it's just a travesty. And listen, take the job wherever you can get it. I don't fault, and I said that in my tweet, I don't fault James White for going to Illinois. You got to take the job. But
Aaron Henry's
there's
there
no
too,
way. There's no way that guy, if he wanted to coach football, that somebody should have reached out to him and say, "Man, you need to come here. You need to come home." And that's just me.
Yeah, that still could have happened, but he still could have weighed the pros and cons of the situation, as he's not, like, he doesn't have in his professional career, he doesn't owe anything to be like, yeah, I'm going to go here because I have to go here. He can choose what's best for his career.
And we don't know that, at least I'm not privy to that information. But I'm saying to you is, if he wanted to coach, and if he had a choice between Wisconsin and Illinois, and he chose Illinois, that's on him.
Well, Wisconsin.
I don't know if he wasn't reached out to at Wisconsin. I don't know that, What I'm saying
if he
is,
was,
GE, they're all strangers.
put us in a hypothetical here. Say he was reached out to by Wisconsin and Illinois. I still wouldn't blame him for going to Illinois.
GE.
Yeah, see, in here I got a problem with that because coaches come and go all the time and will forever, but he will forever be a Badger.
All right, if there's one guy you want, legal tampering starts Monday. Who's your Packer?
Give me that Josh Sweat, that kid that played at Philadelphia.
GE's on the record for Josh Sweat. I like a GE. A whole lot more of GE and Homer, the dynamic duo that is. Coming up next on 94.5 ESPN, it's been Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. It's been fun this week. Heading into the weekend, not in boiling water on Monday.